Hello and welcome to Roll Call!
Roll Call!
Oh my god. What was that, a bird?
Yes.
An arc-like phoenix, if you would? Welcome back to the show. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys are ready for an interesting night. Things are going to be a little interesting to see how our team plays off what happened last time. But before we get into that, I'm going to pass it off to Tristan.
All right, so last week we had Monday was the post of the play session on YouTube. Wednesday there was no detention because, again, this is the starting off with January of 2020. We are going to be doing detentions every other week. And then Thursday was the Roll for Bluff, which then brings us to today, where we're playing on Twitch. That means next Monday, as in the one that comes up in the next few days, will be this play session on YouTube. Wednesday will be a detention. And I believe it is the one talking about shifters, so that you can learn more about Solomon and his race in general. And then, Thursday will be Roll for Bluff, and then Friday we'll be playing again.
Well, all right.
So then I'm going to kick it off to Sam, because she has some fun stuff for us as well.
Yeah, so if you guys love Dungeons & Dragons and want to check out a couple more TTRPGs, check out twitch.tv/Junie Von Etch every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be playing Vampire the Masquerade. I'll go on ahead and pop that link in the description. Also, if you guys haven't heard yet, Roll Call now has their own Discord server. I'll go on ahead and shoot that invite link into the comments as well. You guys can go ahead and follow us on there. We'll be posting some art, some of our merch stuff, sort of talking about like the story, the characters. You know, if you guys have characters you guys want to discuss with us or toss around at us. Or, we also kind of want it to be a place where we can sort of build this TTRPG community. So definitely check out the Discord. And I'll kick it back to Brandon.
All right. When we last left off, our team had just left the Funnel of Fun on their own adventure after leaving Calmine behind. So she and Bertram and Dalmine can hopefully find a way to restore Calmine's body back. Their journey thus far was a pretty smooth one. Most of it focused around getting to know Chet and learning more about who he is and what his true goals were. And upon a storm rolling in, Solomon, even with his piercing eyes that can see through the night, missed a group of winged friends approaching.
Friends.
Failed that.
The group was startled when a flash of electricity hit the deck of the ship, as an arc-like phoenix landed on their deck, causing a large burn mark as it currently sits looking around. They also notice several harpy are around, seem to be following the phoenix. So where we kick it off is with Chet. What would you like to do?
So as the phoenix, lands, you just see Chet get very oh man, oh wow, this is so cool. He's gonna sort of stupidly reach his hand and be like, I'm so honored to meet you. You are just so cool. He's talking to the phoenix. Man, I mean really, I know that you can't really stay very long on the ship, but I just think you're so dang cool right now, and I kind of want to know what you're doing here, but I'm kind of glad you're here, but
Roll an animal handling.
handling.
And this elemental that you're attempting to commune with.
Community.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Really?
No.
Nat 20!
Wow.
Right out the gate. All right, it's all downhill from here, guys.
It looks at you, and through your years of being in school and learning magical things and being a part of the school you were a part of and everything that entails, you got to work with different magical animals. And Phoenix and Arc-like Phoenixes, they're different, but you also know that they are highly intelligent, but they're intelligent enough to recognize danger versus not friend, but not enemy. So it looks at you as if you are not on the same level as it, but it doesn't fear you, and it's not imposed by you, but it has no anger or want to attack you in its eyes.
Okay.
As it just
This is so cool. He's gonna like turn back to the other guys. This is really cool. Okay, don't do nothing stupid.
Solomon walks out and goes,
Please don't do nothing stupid.
Is gonna point over to the harpies. Like, what about them?
Oh, they're really cool too. I think that they're really awesome.
They're like, we follow the Arc-like mother.
That's cool. So y'all just flying around in the storm, like just hanging out and having a good old time?
Where our mother goes, we follow. Yes! As you hear and see 4 more from the bottom of the boat rise up, and you're surrounded now by 8 harpies.
Man, that's really cool. I think it's cool that you guys are all like in this together. It's like one neat little family. I kind of hope we didn't intrude upon you or anything.
You are in our hunting zone.
Oh, well, I apologize. We had no idea. Pardon our ignorance. I know that's not really an excuse, but we'll gladly get out of your way.
The Arc-light's gonna and like float around the boat for a bit, and like no longer you can feel you are in tune with this. The lightning crackling from the Arc-light Phoenix is kind of like you get a similar sense that it's not the same as your like electrical rage, but you get a sense of like the tingly of being around it is like when you're raging. The storm is batting down. The ship is moving at a decent pace, so they're keeping up with it. They are like flapping with it and going with it, and the Phoenix has no problem with that. They look at you. The Harpies look at you. What food do you give?
Well, I've got some chili. Y'all ever had chili before?
Roll me persuasion. As you attempt to...
Non-natural 20.
Man, your Chet is on fire.
He is on point.
I looked around. Wait, what is the chili?
It's got some meat in there and
You're like holding out a spoon.
Yeah, I'm like holding out. It's got some like beans and meat. It's a little spicy.
It's
If
like
you don't,
10 feet away from you.
if you don't like spicy, it's not. You're not gonna like it too much. I can make you some not so spicy.
And she like swoops in and grabs it with a talon, so the entire spoon is gone.
When you're done, can I get my
Takes
spoon?
up and just like throws the spoon back. More!
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
all
I'll
the
get you more.
They all start going, more!
I'm just guys, get me some bowls.
Let's see,
Leon's gonna be like,
I was gonna say, who's closest to the
Leon and Morena.
okay. So I imagine Leon and Morena like
Leon's gonna go back and be like,
I'm gonna kind of be like, guys, why don't you go? I'm big, I don't wanna startle nobody. I'm gonna be making the
Solomon's
big
doing
movement.
everything we can to stay calm.
Sorry, man, just relax. We're sharing a meal with them. Come on now, get some bowls. Be inviting.
Like Soren's trying his best not to. Alright, if I move, they might see it as an attack. I'm not.
Hey, my friends are just gonna get some bowls so I can share this chili with y'all.
What is bowl?
Uh,
Weapons!
no, it's
You
something
say they
to
all
eat
have
out
clubs
of.
in one hand.
It's something to eat out of, so that way the chili's not just going flippity floppity everywhere.
Flippity floppity everywhere.
Roll on persuasion. These things are not intelligent. They understand concepts, but the word choice you're using.
14.
They are trepidatious. They're not like trusting when they're gonna stand their ground as Lyran comes out with like 5 bowls, as many as you can get.
I'll just grab some bowls. I'm just gonna scoop chili in them, and I'm just gonna like.
Roll me a perception on while you're scooping.
Not natural 20.
You're just on fire.
It should be noted she's changed the
I'm
D20
changing the
each
dice
time.
each time too.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool.
Dang, that's cool.
So, as you look, while you're scooping, you're holding your bag in front of you, and you see something begin to burn into the side of the bag. First, a point appears and shoots down, and then out, and then down, and then out, and then down, and forms an expanding star that you immediately recognize as your deity, Corleone.
Corleone. As I'm scooping the chili,
Corellin.
I'm gonna pause just for a moment and be like,
Damn, that's cool.
that's really cool. I get to
You
that
notice
later.
the bag fills up.
Chet's like internal screaming, trying to keep us cool on the surface. Like,
I don't want us to die. I don't want us to die.
I will address that later.
Every time you scoop, it fills up with chili.
Oh man, this is great. I got plenty of chili for you guys, and I'm just gonna sort of gently sort of hold a bowl.
Just hold one up. One swoop down, grab it. It's going everywhere.
Just chill
I'll just keep
everywhere.
doing that, like holding out bowls.
One does not swoop down. It appears to be an older harpy with more wrinkled face, more weathered feathers, more dry, even in the rain, more dry looking talons and claws. Looking at you, looking at the bag.
If you'd like some chili, I can send some up to you.
I want the bag. The bag has endless food.
I mean, I don't know about that. It's got chili.
The Arc-like Phoenix is coming down to take like another swoop at you. Like to just like not hit you, but like check out the food. You remember Arc-like Phoenixes don't eat food. They're an elemental. They don't eat.
Oh, that's right.
It's just coming down to check out what you're doing.
Feeding the harpies.
Just getting chili for people.
You feel it as it comes close, the static of it, and your hair just keeps going. Even with the rain, it's just like out and out, and every single time it goes around.
Damn it.
Harvey's like, "Give us bag, give us the bag."
Uh,
As she lands in front of you.
I mean, I kind of don't think I can. It was a gift.
Be gift to me.
I'll
And
give you
she-
my spoon.
I don't want your spoon. I want bag.
I'd rather not give you the bag. I think I've been pretty nice giving you guys the chili.
And she's gonna reach for it. So she's gonna attempt to grab it.
Would that be versus Dex?
First, let's see if she even rolls on it.
Okay.
Right. What's your dex modifier?
It's +5.
Yeah, with your modifier alone, you beat her 4. So she obviously goes like, and reaches for it. You're just like, nope.
My
I like
bag.
chili.
The Phoenix is enamored by you, so it's not doing anything. It's just flying around. She immediately looks up. My mother has not stopped me. I will take it.
I'd really rather you didn't. I'd really, really rather not, have my bag of chili stolen. I mean, I know it seems a little, weird to covet a bag of chili, but...
The Phoenix is going to friendly, not really. You recognize the more you've watched this Phoenix go around that it is a younger Phoenix. It is relatively immature. It's going to try and land on you.
All right.
If anyone, it should have been me. I've resisted the lightning.
Does not know you.
I know. I'm just saying.
So, are you going to accept it to land on you?
I will.
Oh boy.
It also is going to take damage from this. Because it does not... You're not... There are things it can land on that are special, like guilds and schools and things that raise these make receptors for these things to land on. So their lightning doesn't offshoot. You're going to take 11 points of force damage just like it does. As this medium, it's not fully grown, this medium thing, elemental, lands on your shoulder.
Oh man, that's so cool.
Ow, ow, ow.
Ow.
Worth the pain.
So friend, where are you going? You all headed anywhere particular?
It looks at the path of the storm.
Oh, you're following the storm, or... Thanks, man. Look, I don't want to keep you guys any longer, and, obviously you have your own journey to make. But, I gotta say, this is, like, easily one of my top 5 coolest moments of my entire life.
And just, you notice that the phoenix doesn't have to flap its wings, it's just going. It just has a constant motion to it.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it takes off, the harpy is going to attempt to hit you with a club.
Alright.
What, Tracy?
15.
It's not 20.
Alright.
Don't worry. It's not that good. You just take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Just boom.
Now, come on, man. Why'd you gotta do that? We were just having a good time.
Give us the bag. We can eat and never stop following the mother.
You know, there's other chili bags out there. Besides this one.
There is.
Fine. And it's going to attempt to song you guys. Everyone make a wisdom save.
Counterspell.
It is
Is
an
it not?
ability.
Is it an ability? Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Wisdom
doing
save?
what now?
It's singing to everyone. Every humanoid needs to make a wisdom save.
Even though I'm against being charmed.
You get advantage.
It's a 19.
You're fine. I'll roll for Liren and Suleiman.
Oh, I had rolled for Saul.
Oh, well, Liren's fine. What's Solomon get?
I'm sorry, it's a saving throw?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
With advantage.
19.
You're fine.
Wisdom. So Sorn was a 19.
Yep.
Solomon is well over 20.
Yeah, everyone makes it. Not a single person is stopped by this. Because, I mean, Liren with the lowest still got, like a 13 above it. So, it's 11. Everyone looks and notices,
Bollocks.
descend! As they, I need everyone to roll initiative.
I was trying.
Just give him the damn bag.
You did attempt. It's just you were pretty open about the bag being the source of it, so. They
You want me to roll for Solomon as well?
Yep, you
Yeah,
guys are
okay.
rolling for.
Lyrians.
Tristan's going to be Solomon, and. Sam's
So
gonna
what
be
do we do? Because Liren and I rolled the same and we have the same decks.
You get a pick. So.
Have Liren go first.
Okay, and then I will switch that over and prep that. Give me whatever I want to roll. So, Solomon, what'd you get?
Non-natural 20.
Solomon got?
17.
Okay. Chet.
Chet and Liren both got 16.
Okay, so I'll set Chet to.
The dice number plus the initiative?
Yeah.
So it's 21.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, nice roll.
Well,
Hey!
it helps that her initiative is +4.
Yeah, Marina has a really high initiative. Alright, so let me get this going and then we'll get into combat. I gotta fix some things.
I tried real hard, guys.
You did.
Could have just given
Is
her
it too
the
late for me
bag.
to try and
I
persuade
didn't
them?
want to give them the bag, dang it. It's my chili bag.
Is it too late to persuade them?
To quote you, there's other chili bags out there.
That was a lie.
To be fair, no one other than Chet realizes his bag is magic.
The bag of chili hold.
Basically.
Reminds me of a gourd we once saw.
You're talking about Jubilee.
Yes. In his gourd that would always fill with wine.
yeah. I'm sorry, you lost me for a moment. I was like, what gourd are you referring to? Like,
Alright.
Liren's blue, Chet's green black.
Right. Right. Wah.
3, 7, 8.
Where's the arc light?
It is. I should use the big winged one for this actually. Just out and about. Well, 1, 2, 3, 7. Oh, where's my last one? Oh well, excuse me. That's the head one.
Okay.
So first in the initiative order is going to be Morena.
Oh, lovely.
That's the boat they're on. You can kind of see it. They're all within the confines, except for the Harpies. The Harpies are flying. They're not within the confines. So what you doing, Morena? You got 8 people around you.
Fireball.
I was tempted, but I don't know.
You could, but you could also catch the boat on fire.
And everyone else.
So,
Not a school evocation wizard.
I'm going to do magic missile.
On which ones?
3 of the nearest ones.
You're going to do 1 bolt or 1 dart each?
Yes.
That
So,
would be, what, 2 on the left, 1 on the right from her?
so you want to do...
I can't see where I am.
This is you.
Which one? The orange?
Middle one.
No,
No,
I'm
that's-
orange.
So that one's you. You're in the middle. So you can do that one, that one, that one.
Sure.
Okay, so roll the damage.
That's
It's
what, 3
1d. It's 1d4 per.
Yeah.
Plus
So plus 1d4 plus 1 per. So
Those are
just roll
D6s.
3d4.
Those are D6s.
So roll 3d4 and give me each individual plus 1. Because you're hitting.
So 2, 5, and 3.
Okay. Okay. So you shoot 3 of them. They're like, ah!
Should I mess with this?
Sorn, you're up.
I can only reach really one of them, so I guess I'm.
Technically, if you go along, the ones that are here are within 5 feet. They're on the edge.
Oh, so like if I pop
5 foot,
up.
5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot. You can hit all of them.
Well, I mean, I can only hit one at a time, so.
Oh, yeah.
So I would just take like a step up and then hit the one that's closest. Like
You can
just.
hit them right now.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
They're within 5 feet of you. They're just floating next to the
Alright.
next to there.
Well, I'm gonna do them a bit bapping. That's a 19 and a over 20.
Yeah, both hit.
No, that was garbage. That's
Don't add your rage because you're not raging.
yeah, no. That was a 1, so that's 6 and a 7. So that makes
13.
13.
Gotcha. It isn't looking good. Next is the harpy you attacked and the one above it.
Are they going in pairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that would be a lot of initiative to track.
Not wrong. I wasn't sure if it was like pack tactics or if it was just for simplicity's sake.
Those 2 are going to try and attack you.
Okay.
So each one's going to try and attack you with a claw clip.
Alright.
So your AC is 18, correct?
Yes, sir.
It's a miss with like 1 claw, miss with 1 club, miss with 2nd claw. Nat 20 on the 2nd club. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Oh wait, no, I'm not doing that.
You take 6.
A mighty 6 points of damage.
Next is Solomon, who is.
I was gonna say, does Solomon have to use his turn to put the thing into autopilot?
He already was. He was just. Well, no, right, yeah. Technically,
so, yeah.
he does. He'll have to go back to put it into autopilot, and that'll be his first turn.
Okay.
Also, he doesn't have his shield out. So he's in there.
Not until his next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. So if his actions that doesn't he have any?
You could.
I was like, can I cast his spiritual weapon as his bonus action and have it do something while he's doing it?
Technically, yes.
All right, then I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So then this is where the whiskey bottle will show up.
For that,
Use the cow.
Cal is the whiskey bottle.
So let me just.
She'd be so proud if she was here.
You're like, yes!
Should have done it sooner.
Let's see. I just gotta grab his spiritual weapon. Cast spiritual weapon. Alright, which is.
I think it's one attack, so
Yeah.
should be a +9.
Okay. That's 13 plus 9.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Alright, that's a 1d8 plus 5.
Which one are you hitting? The one on the left or right?
Start with the one on the left.
Okay.
That is 9.
Nine.
Mm-hmm.
9 points. Boom! Just the spiritual energy just blasts off of the side of its face as it gets hit with a bottle. Lyran's up.
Liren is going to use Ice Knife on the two to the back left.
Right in there.
Yep.
Okay. So roll the attack, and I'll have him roll. Next save.
That's only a 13.
That'll hit.
Alright.
They're not wearing armor.
They're harpies.
They're harpies. What's the save on it?
Let me find out. It's a Dex 16.
Fail. Fail.
Right.
You guys are starting to notice.
So it's going to take 1 piercing
Oh.
and 11 cold for the Dex save.
And so that means they are both no movement now.
Half.
Is it half? Sorry, I don't remember.
The brain didn't move because half of its movement was
That's
5.
right.
It
That's
can't-
what it was. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
It was practically immobile. Okay, Chet. Chet's first combat.
Chet is going to actually take his action to call towards the Arclight Phoenix and say, "Look, I really don't want to fight you guys. Do you mind just telling your friends to back off?"
Roll animal handling.
Natural 1.
10.
You're getting the sense that it doesn't really care about these harpies. They just follow it.
They're just groupies.
Alright.
Because it doesn't seem to care that you guys are in combat. It's more, it keeps circling and looking at you, Chet.
Then I'm going to actually use my bonus action then to Misty Step.
How familiar.
Yeah.
Leon!
And I think now technically on the helm, is it separated, like divided by a wall?
There is a doorway, yes.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. It's closed. I mean, it's open. It's not closed. Because Solomon came out and then ran back in.
Okay, so I'm gonna just bonus action Misty Step right behind Solomon.
So, right behind. There or there?
Initially I was gonna go behind Solomon.
Okay.
But yeah.
You are pressed at. Technically, you can't. I'm not that good at drawing.
Okay.
That's where the dash is. So that'd be
Gotcha. Okay, I can do that. Yeah. That's fine.
If you want to think about the boat having a dashboard, that's where it is. So that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay, the 2 harpies that are right there. These 2. One's gonna look at you. The bag!
Not the chili bag.
I'm gonna come around here. Well, actually, in half movement, yeah, I can do that. You can shift 5. Correct? It's half movement.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Ice knife.
I didn't actually see anything about there on there.
Or is that frost?
That's
Ray of
that's
Frost.
That's Ray of Frost, that's right.
Ice Knife
Okay,
doesn't do
yeah.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Fert, what's your AC?
My AC is 15.
First claw misses. That's a nat 20 on the...
I'm going
Club?
to reaction instinctive charm.
So what does that do?
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw DC 17. And on failure, it has to attack the creature closest to it, not including myself.
So it's going to attack his friend with a nat 20 and bonk him on the head.
Whack.
Why did you do that? Oh my god, that was maximum damage.
And now I can't, just so you know, I can't use that again on that creature. Doesn't say anything else about another creature. It just says on that one.
How many uses do you have?
It just says you can't use this feature on an attacker again until you finish long rest.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was that. Okay, so the second one's attacking you. Miss.
Fight, fight, fight,
Miss.
fight, 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 fight.
Chet just like smiles at it like, cheer.
Oh, don't taunt it!
Yeah, you guys just see Chet like appear away. They start to attack it, and then Chet just like, kind of like,
No.
Ma'am.
kind of like does like a little thing, and it immediately just goes like, and hits its friend for no reason. All right. Now comes the main one, and one of the ones next to it. So this one's gonna go here. It's gonna go here.
Good thing one of those is only a spiritual weapon.
Well, one gets advantage. The other one is not getting advantage, but first attack. That's a hit.
Okay.
Second attack, I'll do both of these. That's also a hit. So it's going to hit with both its claw and club. So... You take 8 points of damage from the first one that's next to you, and then the leader's going to attack you. That's a hit and a miss. So it's going to attack. It's going to slash you with its claw. You take 7 more points.
Yeah.
As you just see, they're all just slashing and hacking and trying to get you and to give up the bag. Okay, finally is the last two. They haven't gone. Technically, I'm going to put them here, but they're hovering at within range because they're flying, sort of like above you. As you see, Chet is just swarmed by them.
That's right. Come to my web.
First attack's a nat 20. Technically, they all have advantage. The two that are attacking
Yeah, I
have
have
advantage.
advantage, yeah.
So second attack
Wait a minute.
with advantage. They're flying.
The one, oh, they're above the
Yeah,
ship?
they're at an angle for 5 foot.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, that's a wall there.
Yeah, Harpies fly. Both hit. First one's a nat 20. Chet's not having a good day. Chet's having a really good day, not having a good day.
No, not yet.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
12, 13 points from the first attack,
Okay.
and then 5 points from the second attack, and then now the other one's turn. How's Chet looking?
He's could be better.
That's a hit and a miss. So
Yeah, it'll be fine.
7 more points. Just Chet's like god damn. That takes us to the top round. Lorena.
Okay.
You have 2 next to you, and the rest of them are just sitting up there.
Yeah, I'm going to. Ow! Are you gonna get up or not?
She can't figure her way out.
She's got her so stuck. Sorry. Poison spray.
The ones next to you. You gonna-
Yes, both of them.
How's poison? How's poison spray work?
So you can extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature must. No, sorry, I can only do one. I was looking at a different one.
Right.
The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison.
You're gonna hit the one in front of Soren, or the one farther away.
Well, since
In
you
front
hit
of
the one
someone.
you can touch, doesn't it?
It's touch.
No, it's extend your hand to someone I can see.
What's the range?
It is 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay,
You can hit.
so you can do one of the other.
You can hit which one in front of Soren, and next is like
The one
The
hovering.
one in front.
Okay, so it needs to make a con save.
Yes. No, wait. Does not. Yes, con save.
Con
What?
17.
Yes.
It makes it, so it doesn't take anything.
It's not saying anything about half or
See
not.
you in
If it doesn't take anything about half, it does not.
Okay.
Or take, yeah.
So it doesn't take anything.
Yeah.
It succeeds. You and it just fades its wings and bats it out. Soren kind of gets the smell and like, yeah.
Gross. It stinks.
Alright.
Soren, you're up.
Alright, well, since we're here, I'm gonna rage.
They immediately stop and go, Stormfather!
And, we're gonna start bapping the one in front of me.
Gotcha.
That's a natural 20.
Yep, that hits. You gonna see if you can get rid of it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with that.
So, yeah, make sure to roll the die more. Did you double it so you get a double? Oh, you did it. Well,
Yeah, I
you don't
rolled
have brutal critical yet, do you? Where's that next level?
I'd have to double check, but and since I have to research that, we'll just do it the 2 right now. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18 with the first hit.
Okay, it's looking real bloody.
Alright, well then. Enough that if I did my...
You bonus
Aura?
action to rage. You can't do the
Oh,
aura.
you're right. Sorry.
You're good.
That is...
Above an 11.
Yes.
How do you want to do it?
I'm just trying to hit it off.
You're gonna knock it on the boat. As it flies off the side. You do not hear a hit. Okay. The one next to its turn now, because its counterpart died. A horrific death. There you go. Is going to fly over here.
Did you get an opportunity attack?
No, he's about to.
Okay.
You're going to have opportunity. He's going to fly over here. I can't put it, but it's going to be above the spiritual weapon.
Okay, yeah, I do have brutal critical.
So you should have, yeah, I should have had another one. So I'm pretty sure you do.
I was pretty sure I did too, but since I had to double check it, I wanted to get more time.
So attack opportunity.
It's over 11.
You made this fight not deadly anymore. By somebody getting that 20.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, you break one of its legs. As it comes over and it's going to attempt to attack. Shit! First attack. Miss. Second attack. Hit. You take 4 points of damage.
Alright.
That's his turn. Solomon's up.
Alright, Solomon is going to... I assume, since Solomon's pretty much right behind Chet, you
Yep.
can tell that Chet's looking kind of worse for wear,
Yep.
right?
Oh my god, he's at 12. Yeah.
That's alright.
I'm going, Solomon's going to cast Cure Wounds at a... I guess we'll start with first level, which is a 1d8 plus 5. That's 9 points. And then bonus action, I guess bonus action will be to attack the leader with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That is a 15.
Now, yeah, that hits.
That is only 7 points of damage.
Only 7 from the leader. Okay. Well, it's Lear's turn.
Aaron's gonna cast Scorching Ray. on the 3 that are just
Right in front of him.
right in a row.
These three?
Either
this
side. Yeah, that side, I guess. First one is 13. Second is 15.
Hit.
Third is 15.
Hit. So they're gonna, this is a 3 raise, right?
Yeah.
You shoot.
Yep.
So your Lyran just shoot 3 different.
Do you want me to roll one set of 2d6 and then tell you, or just roll 3 different sets of 2d6?
Just 2d6 and tell me 2d6 and tell me 2d6.
5,
Okay.
7, and 7.
Not bad.
Alright.
Chet.
Chet is going to bonus action Misty Step, take him about 10 feet down. And I am so sorry, Solomon. And then
5, 10. Or do you want to go like?
hold on, let me see what let me try to figure out what I'm trying to do.
Because that's
here.
10 feet.
Take me another 5 foot because I want to go 5, 10, 15. Okay, sorry, Solomon. I'm gonna shoot a psionic blast in a cone towards them all. And it's a dex 17.
Oh God.
So Solomon has
So
to make
all
a
of
dex
them
save.
plus
Yeah.
Solomon minus the Arclight Phoenix need to make a dex save.
Yeah. Fail.
So it was a
Fail.
dex 17.
Fail. Yes. Fail.
Lucky I'm only casting it at 50.
Fail. They all fail.
18. So you just barely.
He succeeds, he's still taking half.
I'm just saying, he just barely.
By the way, if they fail, they're going to take the force damage, and they're either pushed 20 feet directly away or they're knocked prone.
Do they get to choose or you choose?
I would assume since they're in the air, they're probably going to get pushed.
All right.
Whereas the ones that are against the wall are gonna go kind of just go prone where they are.
So you're going to take 9. Solomon's going to take 9. The rest are going to take 18.
Okay. Dead. Just falls on the boat. Dead. The other ones that you've been hitting. Dead. and dead.
Told you I got them right where I want them.
You said 18?
Yeah. I could have done
Not
this at a
dead.
higher level. But where's the fun in that?
Yeah, everyone's looking pretty beat up. But that's everything to be. Those ones died. You just.
And everybody else gets either... I would say if they're against like a wall or something, they're probably knocked prone. But if
Yeah,
they're-
so
but
I
if they're in the
imagine
air,
those
then
two next to the spiritual weapon are prone, and the other ones are.
Yeah, those are technically, knocked back
They're like,
against the railing and just. So they're knocked prone. They're dead.
Damn, that's cool.
Solomon's like, hey man!
Thanks for the heal.
kind of appreciation is this?
The rest of them are like, run away! And they're going to begin to run. And so now the rest of it is just going to be them running.
Okay.
The Arclight Phoenix isn't going anywhere, but the Harpies are. And since unless you guys want to take pot shots at distance, that's going to be combat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm good.
I'm good. No sense in chasing them down.
Woo!
Aggravating
like,
the
yeah, was that?
arc.
Woo! That was fun.
Solomon's like, what the heck, man? You could have warned me.
I'm sorry, man.
God, my head.
I'm real sorry. Thanks for the heal and support.
Yeah,
I could,
he's going to pop one on himself.
I could actually use a little more.
Cure
if you
wounds
got
at
it.
first level?
Yeah, and he's going to go, you can wait. So he's going to heal himself first.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Casting the cure at first level.
Good job, guys. Because that nat 20, you eliminated the Arclight Phoenix. Which made this whole thing a deadly encounter.
Yeah.
Because having 8 things...
I was not gonna mess with that Arclight Phoenix. Are you kidding me?
He healed himself exactly back to full.
So he's like, okay, like, fine. He's going to level 1 on Chad again.
So that's only 1d8 plus 5, right?
Mm-hmm. I do believe.
That's 8 plus 5, so
13.
13.
All right, so
You're getting there.
I'm just under half.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Chet is gonna look at an electrified sword and be like, "Oh man, you're so cool looking right now.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, you and the Phoenix should be friends."
Phoenix is swirling like what when you're and it's going around you.
Oh, good. Hello.
This is like so cool.
Damn it, Soren. So I'm just gonna put out his arm, and
It will land on you. Now I gotta think of how this would play out.
Oh boy.
Because technically you're not touching the ground. And you are electrified. Well, it's not touching the ground. So
Yeah.
it does technically
Math, man. Physics.
science.
it is
Watts. Voltage.
technically there's going to be damage from the lightning from it entering your space. First time it enters a creature's space on the turn, so it's gonna take half because you're sparking.
Mm-hmm.
You take 2. And it's just a
Shock.
mild. So it just.
Hey guys, I'm holding the Phoenix.
Leon's like,
So cool.
is that ours now?
I don't think it's anybody's. I think that it's a beautiful free creature in its own right.
I think we're just kind of blessed a bit here with the presence of the said Phoenix.
Doesn't hurt.
Well, I'm currently raging, so I don't. Not much.
Interesting. All right.
Would probably hurt you a little more than it hurts him. Just because he's electric.
I know what you're saying.
Just because he's electric. Boogie woogie woogie woogie.
Solomon's gonna be like, all right. Let me get back to steering. Let's see.
Back to driving.
Shit, my brain.
I still feel bad about that.
Darklight is going to eventually take off. He's going to do one last pass and just take off into the storm clouds.
There's Chet and Soren just like, bye.
My friend pulls out back of chili.
Cal would have hated that.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
that's a bird.
Cal would have hated that bird so hard. Cal would have been like, "Fuck off, bird."
Well, luckily, Cal was not present for the giant bird of vast power. You know, her mortal nightmare. Nothing worse would have been if it was a demonic bird of enormous
Probably made
power.
it better.
But a bit of bad bird.
So, then he's gonna be like, "What's with that?"
My bag of chili, it has the sigil of Corallin on it.
Sigil of corralling.
Corallin.
Is it for helping for corralling animals?
No, like Corallin, like the god of magic.
Don't know that one.
No one.
No, nobody.
The only one who's
Not
super.
not even you.
No, you can roll a history if you'd like.
Yeah.
Anything other than a natural 20.
I got an 18.
As much as you'd like, you never
I
studied
got a
religion.
0 with
Nope.
the 2.
You never studied religion. The only person who would really know about it would be Solomon, who is in a thing with the storm going on, so you can't really hear much.
Guys!
Oh. I still think it's cool.
Hey, Solomon. Yeah? Tell him.
I'll go over to Solomon. Hey man, look at my bag. It's got the mark of Corallin on it.
He is going to attempt to religion check that. Yeah, he knows it. He goes, Corellin?
Yeah.
Like, wow. You do that?
No, it was never like this before. It turned up like this like right before the whole harpies thing.
And like, what did it do?
Well, now it's like endless chili.
Now it's
Can I, like-
chili.
See it?
I mean, if you give it back.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, my head hurts.
Man, it's like when you invade someone's dreams or something.
Divine comedy. So he's gonna walk over and be like, you say it's like endless?
I mean, I'm sure there's.
He's gonna hold it over the edge.
I can
and
put
just,
that to
like-
the test.
Hey, mage hand.
He's gonna hold it. He's just gonna let the chili.
What was the mage hand doing? Like close it?
It's
Man,
just-
I gotta
you
refill that
You
chili.
just see it going
Oh,
and going
God dang.
and going
You're wasting
and
food.
going, and he'll stop. What? Why would he give you chili?
Why would you waste good chili?
You, as he looks in, you all hear as he looks at refills.
Don't you dare toss any more chili, I swear. That was my God's chili. You better give me that.
Gives it back. You look, it's full again.
Those fish are eating great tonight.
Thanks. Wasting my chili.
I got a mace. You got a bag full of chili. He's just gonna walk back into the hell, just like.
Well, different things mean different things to different people. You care about your mace. I care about my bag of chili. Nothing to say to that.
Yeah, he really digs sunsets too.
I like sunsets. You like sunsets?
I mean, I like storms a lot.
Speaking of which, I'm not gonna stand it out here anymore, and is going to walk back into the room.
Soren is unfazed by the storm. Oh yeah, it's raining.
Marina, if you want dried off, I can take care of that.
Do what?
Lyran's gonna be like, if you want dried off, I can take care of that.
Yes, please.
You walk back in with her as she shapes water and just like shapes it off of you.
Throws it at Soren.
Well, outside, velocity would dictate it would go out and then just keep going. So, well, there you go. There's Liran just sitting on the inside looking out at you guys. Looking at Chet. You gonna come in? You gonna stand out there and get water in your chili?
Well, I mean, I don't mind the rain, but yeah, watered down chili doesn't taste that great.
Watered down chili.
Not even gonna touch it.
Well, you're supposed to eat with a spoon.
Soren, you're not this dense.
I mean, seems kind of dense to me.
She's gonna go down. She's gonna be like, I'm just gonna go down. And she just goes downstairs.
I really hope the mic picked up the knocking.
Not really one for the puns, huh?
It's a lost art.
Shame.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
I guess we're all gonna go inside and like, oh, I know what I was gonna do. Don't be weirded out by this, but Zulto, can you hear me?
After a few moments. What do you want?
Hey, it's Sorn.
Yes, I know who this is.
So
Do you have any idea what I am doing currently?
know what you do?
I am losing at poker.
Oh.
So what do you want?
How about instead of losing at poker, I give you an opportunity to make some more money?
What do you want?
So we've recently gained a new ally to our little group, and
Is here another one?
surprisingly, yes. And I assume you don't work for free,
You
so
assume correctly.
yes. So I figured calling you and letting you know that we need another bracelet for our new comrade, and I think mine is the only bracelet that hasn't been tapped yet. We are on our way to the capital, and I don't know how likely you are to visit said capital, or send something to the capital, or have an ally there to talk to. But if you could find a way to possibly either communicate with us or meet us there or something within the next... It's going to take us about, another week or so to get there? No, we'll be in the capital about another week to possibly arrange a new bracelet for our friend so that...
Fine, I will do it. But it will cost you.
I figured.
Before I offer, what do you think is a fair price? Yeah. Yes, I'll be right there. Hold on, I'm running business. Quickly.
25 gold?
Deal.
Okay.
I will be in the capital in a week.
Alrighty.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye.
You get the deep sense that you just overpaid.
Yeah. I'm just glad my original was going to be like 100 gold?
Oh my
That's gonna
god,
be
he would have been
enough.
like, yes.
I was like, we start lower, and Sword doesn't know the price of stuff. He's
Yeah.
used to just hunting
I
and
mean, he's
taking his-
making a magic item, but not a tough one. He's
Right.
piggybacking. You had to make it from scratch, answer.
All right. So for those of you that didn't hear that chat, you are now stuck with us more or less. And as you can tell, we've talked into our bracelets to communicate with each other. So I have arranged for in about a week, when we reach the capital for our business, to unite with an old acquaintance and friend to get you a bracelet of your own, so that you can stay in contact with us if we were to get separated. It does broadcast to everyone who has one. This includes people like Cal, and allies that you haven't met, such as Leon or Bilal. So you have to be specific on who you're talking to when you think about who you're communicating to, either individual or group. If we do a broadcast, you're going to talk to a lot of people.
All right.
So I figured we at least want to keep you so you're not separated and lost forever and no way of contacting us.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Although, I could probably contact you. Just need to check on spells.
Miranda, what are you doing during all this? It's after everything and going for a while, it's getting to be evening. So you have it. I mean, it's gray and dark outside, so you can't really tell what time, but you know what time it's about evening.
I'm hungry.
Well,
So I'm gonna go over to Chet with a bowl. I'm just gonna. Can I have some?
Oh, yes, ma'am. You sure can.
Ah, yes, the chili that deterred harpies, or entice them enough to try and murder us for said chili.
It's a nice, thick, hearty chili.
Just gonna keep eating it.
And I mean, if it's endless, I think tonight should be chili night.
Every night
tastes
can be
wonderful.
chili.
Chili night.
Chili?
Chili night. I just pull out like a pot.
Solomon goes, so like, what are we having for food?
Chili. I'm not
You'll
even use the
never
phrase. I
guess.
just shout from under the chili.
Oh,
So nonplussed.
all right. You bring me one?
I'll bring him a bowl
Just,
of chili.
no.
You walk over with a bowl of chili. Hey.
You all right? You want yours extra spicy? I got some peppers I can throw in there.
Please don't.
Okay, never mind.
I'm just
What?
like, you're not inspiring me to want to trust you.
What have I done to make you not trust me? What have I done to you personally? Okay, to be fair, we were in combat. You're right. I shouldn't have hurt you like that, but I'll try to be more careful next time.
And also where you're from, like Marshall. I don't know him. But if Soren and the rest don't like him, I don't like him.
I mean, Marshall's my cousin and all, but, you know, we're not really that much alike.
Almond's like, I don't really have a frame of reference, so kind of.
You have a little frame of
yeah,
reference.
but not big enough to like gauge that. We're not alike.
Well,
There's a lot of ways to take that.
let's put it this
I'm
way.
even more murderous.
Exactly.
The rest of the group has known Marshall longer than you have, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really know Marshall, right? And they're all right with me. And they know Marshall, but you don't know Marshall, but you're not all right with me. So your frame of reference is really skewed. Because you don't even know Marshall, so what are you comparing me to? Just saying.
I guess that makes sense.
Look, man, you don't gotta like me, but we are kind of stuck together, and, you know, I'd like to be friends, but if you're not really the friendly type, I understand.
Well, I'm a big friendly type.
You don't really come across like it, but I suppose we'll see. Enjoy your bowl of chili, man. I'll walk out.
Yeah.
Shut up! I'm finished. Can I have seconds?
Coming, big guy.
Just gonna eat it. I'm just gonna be like,
Damn, that's good.
Mace, what do you think?
Is it Twilight?
Technically.
Yeah.
Chili is good.
I'll be like,
Chili is life.
my cleric, I understand why you're trepidatious about him, but give him a chance to bring balance. You never know. His god is not one of evil or good. So balance. Like, I guess you're right. Just gonna eat it. Thanks, Mace. You're welcome, my cleric.
Can I have some of that? No, Mace. No.
Claire's
Just put the mace in a bowl of chili.
no, in the bag.
In the bag.
Just absorbs
Lear's
it through
gonna come up.
osmosis.
Claire's gonna come up and be like, oh, so it's edible.
Yeah, it's edible. It's eatable. You want
Anything's
some?
eatable.
Sure. I can't. I mean, trusting magical things. There's a lot of things that are like, oh, it does this, and then it takes over your brain.
Well, I don't think my chili's that good. I don't think it's gonna take over your brain.
This isn't like you're not gonna like turn us into like puppets with this, right?
No, that's Almond's job.
No, I mean there's other ways I can do that, but not with chili. Well, not really puppets, just more like, you know,
Zombies.
with my my dash and charm. Never mind. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, Laren was like, and your book of spells.
Well, yeah, that too.
That's what I call my charm.
She's gonna sit down on a chair. I can't peg you.
Well, that's a whole other topic.
That is a whole nother topic. Sorry.
She goes. You see her just like.
Oh, there's no need for that. Come on. I'll mage hand over a bowl of chili.
Thank you. What kind of meat is this?
Trying to remember what I last catch. I think it's probably squirrel. Seasoned really well though.
The squid's are gonna come out and just head it.
Squid, have some manners, man.
Behave yourself.
Squids don't care.
It's as mannered as you are.
Chinese manners.
To some degree. So, the rest of the night goes well. Would you like to do watch, or how is flying going to go? Because the storm is still going.
I think we'll probably do watch. I'm thinking.
Probably wise.
Oof. Hang on here.
Who's going to win?
Well, Solomon's already there, so I think he should take first watch. Chet does not have dark vision.
I'll take second then.
Do you have dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay, so I'll take second with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sword and Lyran can take third.
All right. So, oh yeah, Solomon just like lighthouse eyes, just. Is this right? It's gotta be. Paler wouldn't guide me astray. Like, stay cool, stay calm. I got this. We'll be best friends before we know it. His shift goes fine. Who's gonna drive the boat?
The intelligent one.
Okay.
Or would that be
Intelligence.
just straight intelligence?
You're
21.
You walk up and you're like,
Whip seems easy enough.
with the pitching of the wind and everything, you're just like counterbalance and this angle, and we'll be there in no time. You give me perception with Miranda. Where are you sitting? You up in the helm with Chet, or are you back in the galley or the guest room?
Up in the helm with her.
Okay. So you are alone with Miranda up in the helm.
Wow, wow.
Stop it.
That's a non-natural 20.
You're just like,
That's cocked.
can't really see much, but you're just like looking out, and you can like tell with the rain how things, if anything's coming close, how the rain will bend and move.
You said perception?
Yeah.
A 16.
Nothing seems to be bothering you. I mean, you look down, you can kind of see the ocean. And, even with, your range, you can't really see much. You just kind of see where things pop up into the air and it moves. But nothing seems to be catching your eye or anything. It's just standard affair. Anything you two would like to talk about? We're going to do one night of this, and then we're going to unless you guys want to talk about other things.
I've got nothing to talk about.
Nothing to say to Miranda?
Chilly.
The one time he's quiet.
He's concentrating on flying a boat. Damn, this is cool.
All right. Third shift comes.
Alright.
Aaron's going to attempt to drive.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Crushing it. Just like... Do you think Chet's dumb?
Is that a trick question? Is he listening?
Chet is fast asleep with his hat over his head.
No, it's not a trick question.
I
How often
mean,
do I ask trick questions?
Is that a trick question?
Sorry.
It's been a long day, okay? I mean, as far as I know, he flew the ship just fine. I mean, for walking on board, being able to know how to do that.
Yeah,
Seems
I
fairly
don't mean
intelligent.
like that. I mean, well, do you think he's putting up an act?
Not as far as I can tell.
So you think he's just book smart, brain dumb?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like how I'm book dumb and...
Brain dumb? And she's like elbowing.
There's like a long pause where he's like,
Brain dumb.
yeah, sure. I'm muscle smart.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, I don't know. Just something about him seems like he's hiding something. I don't know.
Well, aren't we all?
I don't know.
Good guy, Soren.
Okay, perception check time. It's a 7.
That is a 21.
With no dark vision, you're just like doing your best to hear. Nothing really comes, nothing really bothers you. As you're flying, you notice that the storm, you're getting to the tail end of the storm as dawn starts to come up. As everyone else wakes up at around 9 o'clock.
Let me prepare some spells.
Yeah, just gotta do repair. I mean, you can technically repair Solomon's if you want to change anything.
Nah, I probably won't. I don't understand them enough.
Miranda does nothing. Your spells are good. Same with Lyran.
Let me prepare
So
my
you have
hammers. You have one hammer. Oh,
Let me just see
I
if
just
there's anything
prepared.
else.
It is ready to
We
go.
can swap out.
So unless there's anything you guys would like to specifically talk about over the next few days, or do amongst yourselves, or prepare or do anything, then we will move forward to the next thing on the docket.
Can I make a tiny little hat?
Yeah. Roll me a sleight of hand. Or first roll me an intelligence check.
To see if you know how to make a hat.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between check and...
Just you're going to add your intelligence modifier.
So you're just going to do your... Which is 0.
Yeah,
So it's a straight roll of a natural 1.
That one.
You have no idea how to make a hat.
Okay.
So you now roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can just figure it out.
16 plus 8. So that is a 24. Ha!
You don't make a hat per se. What you do is, you know how pockets are. You think a hat's just a pocket for your head. So you make a large pocket that kind of sits over your head and it's like a...
Oh, it wasn't for me.
You're making she's making a small one for Squidge, I imagine.
Yes.
So even with that, it kind of goes over Squidge's head. It kind of if it were to sit on your head, the pocket part where the dome goes over, so your head just slides in. You just made a really large pocket to put. So you made a pocket for Squidge's.
It's a finely made pocket.
It's a
It
pocket
keeps
where
you warm.
Squidge's head just kind of slithers in and just keeps going so Squidge can't see.
Still looks
Gives it to you see Squidge just with a hat. It just keeps going. It's a pocket.
Squidge, you're so cute.
Damn, that's cute.
Damn, that's cute.
Just rattle that.
Give him the old
Don't
rattle.
rattle at me. Boop, boop. Squidge.
He may be technically cannot attack, so he has no venom.
Squidge.
So he just bites his how. Just hold on to your finger. Squidge, stop it. Leon, after a few days, can we stop eating chili? I've been getting acid reflux.
There's a whole galley full of other food we prepped before we left. I just happen to like the chili.
I know, but I'd feel bad making food for myself.
I'm sure others will join you with you.
Yeah, I'm getting some massive indigestion.
So I'm second that.
I mean, nobody has to eat chili.
We're being polite.
Kind of there.
As they make breakfast, all three of you just combine it, just anything but chili, anything but chili, anything but chili.
Nothing remotely like chili. Just I'm sitting there chili is good.
Dry wheat toast with jam.
Most unchilly thing in the world.
So, it goes pretty well. I need 2 people to roll perception checks.
Solomon.
Yes, Solomon should be one.
Solomon is the capable Solomon, should always. Laren has a +5.
You want me to roll errands?
Yep.
That's a non-natural 20.
That is a 23.
Dirty 20, huh?
Mm-hmm. Dirty
23. Okay, as they're looking around, you see both of them are just looking at the waves. At this point, you guys, hold everyone can see, you guys have gone around, since you guys have been sticking to it, you guys are right about there where you guys can start to see land. Solomon and Laren goes oh, land! Is this where someone goes land ho! We're on the sea. We're sailors.
I knew a sailor once. His name was Christophany.
Hey. And so she goes, that's a really big plume of smoke. As you guys all look out, and you guys are a couple miles away from the shore, but you guys can see black smoke just rising up from the shoreline.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey, Squid, you want to take a fly over there? And I'm going to use Find Familiar to turn him into a bat.
Just kind of does one of these into your forehead and then flies away.
Whack!
And I'm going to try to look through him. Yeah.
What color do your eyes change?
Let's say they change sort of like a dark green.
So as you've seen before with Bilal, dark green, eyes just change, takes off. As you see through Squidge's bat eyes, as he flies off, it's going to take a bit. What's the range?
For his
Vision.
I double check. I've not done this before. I am not Malcolm.
Really?
Could have fooled me.
So within 100 feet, it can communicate telepathically. You can see through familiar's eyes and ear and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. So I'm guessing 100 feet. It doesn't really specify.
Let me see.
So it says communicate for 100 feet, but then you can see through.
Yeah, it
stuff.
says, well, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears.
That almost like wording makes it sound like you can only communicate with it for 100 feet, but
Yeah.
after that, you can still just see through it.
I'd say you're gonna need to. I'll say for the we can do that where it's you can't communicate, but as long as you're not losing, it's not going on the ground or through walls or anything. Open space, you can do it. I know it's not the spell, but who says that? That
It's
can't work
wording.
like that. Yeah, it's not worded anything other than 100 feet, but it doesn't say the range of that. So you see Squidge, go through and flying, and eventually you come upon a seaside town. When flying up, you see it has, from the direction you're coming from, there's a dock. It's in a crescent moon, not facing directly into the ocean, but it kind of made its own little bay. As well as it curves up along the land, and then the whole town has walls around it. And in a large area to its eastern side, where it's was pretty bare, that's where the smoke is coming from. It's a large plume. You see it's a towering pile of wood that is on fire. As you see, people are doing ritualistic dances as somebody, or what looks to be somebody, is being taken on a large stretcher towards the fire.
This wouldn't be a ritual that I would happen to
Nope.
have any familiar. Okay. I will
Could be a funeral.
break out of and relay that information back to them.
Is there a funeral or a sacrifice?
I vote to investigate.
I'm down for that.
I mean,
It's on the coast.
Yes, but my concern is invading someone's cultural ceremonies. If it is a funeral, we are crashing a funeral.
We're tourists.
Did they have a dock?
What I've seen the dock.
Yeah, you
right?
saw the dock.
Yeah, we should probably maybe set this thing down in the water.
I mean, if they have a dock, that means they're a seafaring town. Someone's like, where are we going?
Let's I say we set her down on the water and route her on the ocean into
By the time we get there, whoever it is or whatever's going on will be happening.
My concern is interrupting someone's cultural stuff.
I agree. I don't want to get
I know how I
involved in
would
any sort of
feel
cultural disputes.
if someone just decided to come down and ruin my family's funeral.
I mean, I'm not really for sacrifice or anything, but
That's why we're
Culture's
going
culture.
along the water. We're not going to just land on it.
Well, no.
It's a town. It's not like...
I'm just saying, if we go over there with the intent of investigating said pyre...
how about instead of the term investigate, we use fascinated observation? There's a little
Elaborate.
curiosity
I'll
there.
give you inspiration for that.
She's already got inspiration.
I don't. Chet does not. Cal did.
Oh.
That's hilarious. That's very good. So, yeah, you land and just starts going against the wind. You're using more of the arcane energy from the gems. But you get over and you find the dock, and it appears to just be a quaint little seaside town. Roughly, we'll say about a mile It's pretty. If you were to take it, it's pretty square. If you were to just round off the area of the dock and the bay that the dock's a part of, it's about 1.5 miles by 1.5 miles. So it's a fairly. It's not really big, but it's a fairly large town. It's got, from what you could see, it has a cathedral, it has a market, and it has, various economic ranges of housing. You see a larger manor at the back, more the northern part of the city. Just one large house. And then the east where it kind of goes around, you see the pyre as you roll up. The smoke is still going. And as you roll up onto the dock, there's people around. Things are happening normally. Nothing crazy's happening.
As we're pulling up, I was gonna spend 10 minutes ritual cast Find Familiar to change it back into a snake.
As he goes back under your hat.
I'm assuming we're gonna need to pay to have our boat docked here. Is there you want to go see if there's a harbor master or something?
I imagine someone will approach the boat as we dock.
As you dock, a younger half-elf, probably about 25, walks up. Ahoy, travelers! You docking with us?
Ahoy, yes.
How long is your stay?
I can't imagine more than a night to begin with, unless something holds us up any longer. Just...
Maybe a few nights. We're not really sure.
Well, all right. What is the name of your vessel?
It is the,
Cloud Jumper.
Cloud Jumper.
Cloud Jumper, and that will be 1 copper a night. Immediately everyone goes, oh, it's cheap.
Alright, so, I'll start with giving him 3 copper.
All right. Thank you, Cloud Jumper, and welcome to our lovely town of Kelna by the sea. If you need anything, we have a market just around. You guys look at the dock. The market is attached almost immediately to the north of the dock. You guys are on the more southern end of the dock, so it's a crescent-shaped dock. So you guys are down here. The market's up here. So you just need to go around the dock to the market. To your west appears to be a hospital and various, pretty much the lower economic part of the town. As you go more north, it starts to go to, middle, lower middle class, up to, you guys can kind of see from your distance, after a while you're not going to be able to see anything. But the houses are getting steadily nicer. There are different things around. You see to the far east as you can go a large watchtower / round lighthouse. As there are about 5 other boats. No, there's not really anything your size. There are more smaller boats. But
can we see the smoke pluming?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Northeastern corner.
Hey, question for you. Do we see that smoke over there? Is there something going on, or?
Oh, just the usual. Just an altar to the gods of the sea.
Altar to the gods of the sea.
So it's a sacrifice?
Have a nice day.
Okay.
Wouldn't have put it in such crude terms myself, but...
Curious.
I think we got our answer, though.
Before we leave the boat, y'all mind if I just, maybe give a small added layer of security? I mean, this town's not very big. I'd like to just set something up so that way if, someone gets on the boat...
Fair enough.
We'd know. And I'm just gonna cast alarm on the main entryway of the boat.
So
Yeah, it's because it's only a certain amount of feet, so I'm sort of gonna kind of box that off like that, and it's mental within a mile.
So I'd imagine you're gonna do as much as you can along the side of the boat that's next to the dock.
Yes, yeah.
So your right side of the boat has as long as you can cast alarm along it.
Yeah.
Which is how long?
30 feet.
So a little under a third of the boat.
Okay.
It's only technically the entrance is only 40, so you're only not getting 10 feet of the, the non-blocked off part.
Yeah.
Would there be a way to do that so it covers up the doorway to the
No,
the dashboard
you
essentially?
wouldn't be able to just block then the way to get up.
Okay, just curious.
So, you make your thing. What are you guys doing now?
Well, you guys wanted to stop.
I want to follow the fumes.
Aaron's like, I mean, yeah. Let's go see what this ritual to the gods is.
Ooh, we should have asked to which god.
The gods.
Said the
of
gods
sea,
of the sea.
which could be a
Oh,
number
there's
of
a few
them.
So as you walk up, you see various priests and clerics adorned in a variety of colors of the ocean, ranging from the cool blue to the dark blue to the black to the colors of the moon. Any color you can see somewhere in the natural order of the sea, you see them walking. As they're walking, they each have bells and different censers with the incense going and walking and doing each of their own prayers. As you see them walking past the market, because you guys are heading up there, so you're going past the market. You see them walking past, down from the direction. So they're walking southwest around. As you see each of them, there's roughly 8. Solomon's just like, oh, that's pretty neat. What are you guys doing? As you get closer to the market, you see people are trading. Everyone's going about their daily life.
I'm following your guys' lead. You guys wanted to.
I mean, I don't personally want to get involved in any sort of cultural issue.
Nor I.
More than happy just to explore the market, but whatever the ladies want to do.
I'd like to still find out.
Yeah, I'd like to see if they just sacrificed a life personally, or if it was a funeral. It's kind of important.
Well, I can't leave within a mile of the boat without the spell being broken. So
Well, the town itself is only about a mile wide.
mile and a half.
Mile and a half.
So how about I stay in the market? You guys can go investigate.
I hate the idea of leaving you alone without a way to communicate.
Solomon's like, I'll stay. Well, and he immediately goes, wait, if it's religious. Leon goes, I'll stay with Chet.
You wanted to go see what it was.
I know. Just fill me in.
Well, I'll tell you what. You need any supplies? I don't really have a lot of money, but I can pick some stuff up for you.
I don't have a great deal of need of supplies. Does anyone else need anything?
I mean, I know the boat's stocked some, but outside of Chile, I don't really have much in the way of, other things.
Well, how about I start here? If you're going to be stuck with us for a while, then at least make sure that you have a way of funding yourself. And I'm going to give Chet 100 gold.
You're just gonna give me this? He's like holding up the gold. Like,
I'll be discreet about it. I don't want you robbed.
it's the most precious thing to me right now outside my bag of chili.
Well, I apparently I'm not good at pricing, so I mean, Cal gave us some funds before she left, and I assume it's to help fund
You.
Oh, that was nice of her. Wonder why she would do that.
To make sure you survive. She doesn't want Marshall to come after us. At least this way, if you die, we can claim that we gave you all the sources to survive.
Yeah, that's
It was
true.
your own fault.
Yeah, it's true. All right, well, I'm gonna go do some shopping.
Yes, I like that 100 gold piece of armor right there. That's a hat. Can't even use it because I'm not a barbarian. What the heck are you talking about? I don't know.
All right. So, which group would you like to go first?
Let them go first.
Okay. So, You walk up to this massive pyre. It seems to be burning down. It's about 3 stories high. As you do, you see more individuals, clerics and priests and others, sitting, doing their individual rites. As you see an old man who is wearing robes of not a particular color or faction. He's wearing robes, but he does have different symbols and trinkets all adorning his entire body. He appears to be an older human.
It's not really a picture. It was Benny from The Mummy.
No.
Just pulling out all of them.
Not like that.
How this one? This one.
Little more,
So it's all just people in robes, no townspeople.
there are some, but not many.
I want to walk up to one of them, kind of lean over and ask what's going on.
One's... We're giving to the gods.
Yo, who's the person?
What do you mean?
Who are you sacrificing?
How loud is that? Loud enough for Soren to be nearby and hear it?
I mean,
Okay.
they go,
Soren's gonna be like, oh, what my young friend kind of like pull her slightly ways. I think my young friend is asking, is this to all the gods of the ocean, or is there a specific one that you were gearing this altar to? Please forgive us. We stopped during a long travel, and it's hard to miss the commanding smoke that is seen for quite a distance. And we hope not to offend, so we tried to clarify our knowledge of what is going on as to not offend. And some of us are...
You're doing it quite poorly. I'm going to ask you to stay silent. So he'll pop up his collar. Looks sneer at you.
I'll just tug on Soren and look up. It's I just want to know who's dying.
I know, we gotta be tactful.
As the cleric at the front, who's in the robes and everything with the most of the stuff, goes, our prayers have been lifted and sent on to the ways of the sea, across the sea foam, across the wind that carries the very life of our town. Please, allow the pyre to burn and be free. As everyone does their various signs of respect and amens. You hear various names like Saloon and Umberlane and Poseidon and Talos. You hear one, I'm going to butcher this name, but Aegir?
I was going to say,
A-E-G-I-R.
Aegir, the A-E-G-I-R.
Yep, Aegir.
Yeah, Aegir. It's the sea Jotun, or the giant of the ocean.
Yep. You hear people say that. A few people.
I know one of those. Okay, so my suspicion is slightly correct, and it seems that it's an altar to all the gods of the sea, because they had mentioned at least one that I recognize. And Solomon's with us, so I assume Solomon
is good, neutral, evil, evil. He's very confused because 3 of the ones stated were evil.
So I'm just going to persuade the person now to tell me who's going to die.
You're gonna walk up and
tell me everything about
so you're trying to force it out of him?
Pretty much.
Intimidation.
Well, I don't want to...
You're not persuading at that point. You're forcing.
All right. Please roll right. Oh, thank you. It's a 19 plus 5.
So 24.
What are you saying?
At this point, I can really just be as crude as I want to be, can't I?
Kind of.
Okay.
If you want, or remember, what you say has consequences.
All right. So, what are y'all praying for exactly? Just blessings?
You're gonna walk up and stare this dude down. It's a human, like a middle-aged human that you're. He's like, Yeah, we just to our individual. We do this once a
So
month.
are there some evil gods?
What? There's all gods. What do you mean?
Are you trying to invoke the power of someone?
No, we just appease everyone so no one gets jealous.
So who's the person who's gonna die? Who's the person in the body?
Father Reinhardt.
Frick.
And that is we're going to take a break. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. Yay! Way to go, Marina. And welcome back. Oh, God.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
So, jump over
Get out.
to Chet while Father Reinhardt is approaching Solomon, Marina, and Soren. Lyran and Chet are walking around. Is there anything you're looking for particularly?
Specifically, any place that might potentially carry magic scrolls, items.
We're in it now.
Yeah.
I know this all too well.
This is the wizard part.
This is the wizard
Roll
part
me
of
a
the-
perception.
Oh, don't fail me now. That was
fails.
cocked. That's a 9.
You don't seem to find anything. Everything else, you're enamored by everything else that's around you. So you're just like, hey, that's cool. Wow. Look at all them fish. That's cool.
Man, that's a big fish. How'd you catch that?
Is that dried fish on a stick?
Lyran's looking around. Chet, what are you looking for?
Someplace where I can possibly pick up a new spell or maybe like some sort of magical item or something.
I'll have my eyes peeled.
Question: Will Lyran understand that? That's how wizards work about learning spells. When he goes like, I'm going to the store to look for a new spell.
Actually, she knows that stuff.
Okay, just checking.
Her big brain too.
Well, I don't know how common knowledge is. That's how wizards
Oh,
work.
it's very common.
Okay.
If you have a high enough intelligence, it's like, oh, wizards learn. So she's just like, you mean like,
There.
Like a scroll or like, something that I can copy into my book. And
pardon me, ma'am. I mean, huh? Yeah? Just a human carrying a basket. Where can we find or purchase anything magical or anything, worthwhile other than consumable goods? Oh, you can go look at Miss Treary. She has things.
Mystery. It's a mystery at Miss Tree's.
No.
Come on.
That's pretty good, but no. Thank you.
thank you. Let's go.
Which way? She's in like the center of the market. Lead the way.
Chet will enthusiastically lead the way.
As you walk, you see more clerics and individuals going around with their sensors and just right in this area smells like incense, which you're familiar with. And Aaron's like, oh my god.
Chet's like,
Sandalwood.
I was just about to say sandalwood,
I
you
know you.
bastard.
I know.
You know my favorite.
I am married to you, so.
So, after a few minutes of walking, you go by stalls of fish, bread, various
More
other
fish.
foods. You see a few like clothes tailors, hat makers, things all around that edge. A little, one single armory. So after a while, you come up to a pretty decent sized little building. It doesn't have any markings on it, but you do see the curtains in the inside are very nice and draped. They give more of like a purplish blue hue. There are various charms and wind chimes on the outside as the wind blows. And it's gonna be like, maybe.
You can take a look.
I'll lead the way. I'm just here to make sure if anything happens, we know about it.
That's fair.
You walk in?
Going in.
You walk in and you see a dwarf woman sitting in a chair, a nice armchair in the corner, just knitting. Oh, hello.
Howdy, ma'am.
What can
How
I
you
help
doing?
with? I'm doing all right. I'm just sewing, working.
Oh, cool. Somebody told us you might be selling some magic, like some spells or.
Well, I have 2 in stock.
Oh,
That's
2
it.
really?
Well, they're not cheap, but I can sell them.
Well, which ones and how much?
Well, I was thinking, well, if you want both, then could make a deal. But for now, I have a scroll of dark vision, but keeping that one for a while, and a scroll of dragon's breath.
All right. How much for each one?
Well, the dragon's breath, I was thinking around the lines of 75 for it.
Okay.
The dark vision one, probably 50.
All right. And what's the deal for both?
We'll say 120.
No way I can haggle you down to 100, huh?
Maybe. What do you have in mind? And she puts down her stuff and gets out of her armchair and walks. You see, she has more dusty blonde hair, very, very thick and full. She's wearing not wizarding robes, but a mage's kind of robes. As you look around, you also see various like little trinkets and interesting knickknacks. Nothing seems to be with your natural attunement to magic. Nothing seems to be given off like a powerful aura, but you can do what you want. She looks for the scrolls first.
I'm not gonna cast anything. I'll just wait for her to come back.
She comes back with 2 scroll holders. Just. So
Well,
what do you have in mind?
I don't really have a lot to offer. But
Oh, don't say that, or she'll lean out and like squeeze your arm.
oh, thank you, ma'am. But I mean, maybe I can make a trade. 100 gold, and maybe how about some chili and an herbalism kit? It's a good chili. It's my Nana's recipe.
Oh, persuasion. Not your man's recipe. It's Corellin's recipe.
Oh, that's only a 9. Damn it, Chet, why you're not Cal?
Your persuasion. You still would have crushed that with like a 19?
Yeah, some crap.
You boof. I think we could work with 100, but I need you to do a favor.
Well, what kind of favor?
I just want to get a little bit of information on the mayor.
On the mayor?
Yes.
Well, don't you live here?
I do, but he hasn't come to visit. He normally comes for our weekly game of chess.
Oh, you guys friends?
Yes.
And he's just
I've
stopped
known him
coming
since he
around?
was a boy.
Oh, well, that's kind of a shame. He's kind of stopped visiting. I'm sure I can talk to him and see what's going on.
Well, his name is Mayor Mayfire.
Mayor Mayfire.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be hard to remember. May. All right, I think I got it.
Call him that.
I won't. It's just a little thing to help me remember.
He's a Triton.
Mayor Mayfire.
We've known his family for years, and they helped run the town. But his parents died not too long ago, and we thought it best to elect him mayor. He normally oversees the rituals, but I haven't seen him in a while. But you check on him. I'll give you one now in the 100 gold, and you check on him, and I'll give you the other.
Fair enough.
Which one would you like?
Let's go on ahead and let's start with Dragon's Breath.
All right, here you go. You have a scroll of Dragon's Breath. You're gonna spend tonight transferring that.
Yes, I will, and I'll go on ahead and I'll give her the 100 gold.
And you got the paper and ink, so you're fine.
Yep.
your spells. So, Aaron's like, okay. It's nice to meet you, ma'am. What does this do? And she picks up a little box. Is this magical? Oh, it's a lighter. You open the box and a little flame comes out.
That's pretty cool.
And it's like, that's interesting to know. How much for it? Yeah, 2 silver. Deal. I see a little later. Well, I think we should go find the others unless you want to find anything else.
Well, I guess that's a good idea. I'm kind of out of money.
That's right. You did just spend all you got.
So like, I'm sitting here thinking like, really? Me?
Power of magic, man. It's worth every penny.
Better be. So, we'll switch back over to you guys.
Okay. I'm going to cast a spell.
Oh no.
Modify memory.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So what is the save?
These are
A 17 on wisdom.
These are clerics, right?
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Oh no.
He fails.
Oh!
Thank you.
Dang.
With a 5 on the
Dang,
roll.
Corellin.
Wow.
You are a lucky sorcerer.
Yeah, you are. Dang.
Oh my goodness.
Whew, okay.
So what does the spell do for the viewers at home?
So this modifies the memories. I reshape another creature's memories so long as it's within 24 hours and the conversation didn't last for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's like 5 seconds.
Yeah. So I can permanently eliminate all memory of the event and allow the target to recall the event with perfect clarity and exacting detail, change its memory of the details of the event, or create a memory of some other event. So I'm going to change it to, as I'm persuading him, or I just came up like curious, like how does the whole event go? Like
Rather than going,
you've never-
who's sacrificing?
You've never seen her do this, and Solomon's never seen it either. So you just see like, now what are the components of that? Is it verbal and somatic? It should say VS. And
Yes, it's VS.
verbal and somatic. So you see her say like a few incantational words as she like just that doesn't touch him in the head, but like gestures towards his head as he just goes. You see his eyes flash a darker purple and black for a moment as he goes, "Oh yeah, I'll be happy." He just responds with no, "Oh, I'll be happy to let Father Reinhardt explain what's going on. He's much better at this than I am." Father Reinhardt, as you see him around and go like, "Oh."
What just happened?
Soren asks.
explain later.
Okay.
The old man comes over with his cane. Yes, how can I help you?
So we're new in town, and I was curious on what's happening here.
Oh, we were doing a monthly ritual to the gods of the sea and the ocean and the moon.
Ooh.
It was.
I'm gonna let you take over.
I believe my young friend is, as people with faith, I know my friend and my self have recognized some of the names. How does the whole ritual itself work? Like, what are the different parts of it? Clearly, the pyre is a major part of it. But
Unfortunately, if you're not a member of one of the various sects of the ocean, you are not able to learn the particulars. But just know that it is one that our goal is to bring harmony, balance, and good fortune from the ocean to us. And we do it on a monthly basis to ensure that all the different deities of the ocean are happy and well taken care of. Solomon's going to insight check that. Because the insights checks everything else.
Yep.
So why not this? And then a dirty 20. You just see Solomon going, uh-huh.
Someone's like, well, I mean, yeah, the last thing you want to do is to anger the likes of, like, Aegir and, others. And
Are you a follower?
I am a man of faith when it comes to those of Odin and the Nine
That's
Realms.
a pendant of Thor you have.
Yeah.
Well, you are one. He may be of the storm and of lightning, but we consider that a natural part of the ocean.
Oh.
So you may learn, but
Oh.
your friends may not. If you would like to learn more, please come by the parish, our Church of the Many Sea. If you'd like to come later today, once we're done cleansing the town. We'll say around 5 o'clock.
Fair enough.
I'll have Brother Reinhardt, my son, and take care of you. Brother? Yes, Father. As he walks over, you see he is...
I hate him already. Yes, father.
You see he is adorned in... Well, only one of you recognizes as Eardo, a merfolk god of the ocean and sea. He has his arraignment and things look very merfolk. He looks like he has fins, but he's a human. But he looks as merfolk as you can get while wearing clothes without being like rude or anything. He looks very ceremonial. He has a
It's like
headdress on.
stitched fins on
Yeah,
like the
he has
the
like
sleeves
headdress
and
on
stuff.
that has like the nice flowy.
Would that be Solomon's the one that recognizes it? I figured.
Solomon goes, I thought I liked my god. That's wild.
My God.
How can I help you?
It would appear that your father has invited me to the parish later tonight to learn more about the rituals of,
Ugh.
and he is,
I
guess, had you to...
You see, Father Reinhardt, sit on this dick. Be nice. It would be my pleasure to help you. Is there anything else you require of me?
No.
Then I shall see you later. As he turns and walks away. You see his back at a large fin along the back. It's a very beautifully colored, like a dark blue, like most fabric, but then the edges of the fins and frills are more purple and pinks and lighter colors, as various merfolk have. As he walks away and continues his ritual as everyone begins to leave.
I'm going to ask one last question to...
Father Reinhardt?
Yeah. Just as another quick question is, as with the encompassing of everyone, I just have a question, because I know I heard a lot of names, and I'm not sure if I caught one, but as well as Thor and the likes of Aegir, is the Kraken considered part of the ritual as well? Because technically the Kraken is part of Norse mythology.
Yes. He goes, simply put, no.
Okay, just curious if he was considered one of the them, or if he was more of just a being that
Respect many deities and many gods on all sides of the scale. But the Kraken in its depth-crushing power is not one we would like to appease. The other gods keep it in balance.
so much like the world serpent that lives in the same.
Indeed.
Just curious if they all sat in that category or not.
No. We don't associate these gods with filth, such as the Kraken.
Fair enough.
Is there anything I can help you do with my child?
No, I believe we were drawn to the blooming.
Yes, many sailors come in to make sure our town isn't on fire, but it is normal.
At least there are those who care enough to check.
Yes, yes.
But we appreciate your time and your information, and we will join the rest of our party in the marketplace, and I will inform them of my learning experience coming today, and I will see you then.
May Talos guide you in anger. See, watch away.
Then Thor guide you.
And you're gone. At that point, Chet and Liren walk up.
Well,
Learn anything?
yes and no. You
Solomon-
have explained.
Someone's
it.
gonna go. Yeah, what happened? Like that was weird.
I modified his memory.
Wait,
You
what?
did what now?
I almost got us in trouble.
Oh, that I know.
You
I
can
was
do
glad
that?
I saw. That I am well aware of.
Wait, you can do that?
Yes.
Damn, that's cool.
So I modified his memory so that he believed I did not intimidate him or ask such crude, rude questions.
So
Solomon
you
really
erased the
wanted-
word sacrifice from his mind of you were
The
coming
whole
from your
event.
mouth.
Just redid
Okay.
it.
Sacrifice. Y'all are talking sacrifice out here to these people? What is the matter with you?
Immediately, Solomon's gonna lean and go.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut
None
for
of
the
you
rest
are-
of this trip.
None of you are like worried that somebody has been playing with our minds.
No.
You haven't done that to us, right?
All right,
swear
look,
I
I'm
don't
just gonna
have-
ask you straight up. You done mess with my memory? I'm gonna inside check that.
Same with.
Have I?
No.
Okay,
No.
thanks.
I'm gonna assume I believe her with a 17.
Yes, and also Solomon believes her with a whopping 11.
That was fun. That was close. I was like,
So yeah, you actually believe he just believes because he did an insight.
All right, well then we're
Sorry's
good.
not even questions. Like we saved her from
But
slavery.
we're gonna talk about that later because that's really neat. I want to know more about that.
Or you could, me and Solomon goes, or you could just modify like his memory right now that you already did.
I mean, maybe later. I kind of got a job I gotta take care of, but
You got
What?
a job? Because apparently I have a job now too.
oh, job buddy is awesome.
And I think they're different jobs, but sure.
Well, what's
you-
your job?
So
You go first.
apparently, when we inquired about after the alterations, we were on much better footing, and the father gave us a little bit more to go on. They definitely honor all the gods of the sea, not necessarily the monsters of the sea, but they use it to cleanse the
Solomon
town
goes, and the moon.
and the moon, and storms and such as that. And they only let you learn more about it if you're a member, more or less, of one of these. And
That's pretty. Solomon looks miffed.
and
Paylor's obviously like the best, but it doesn't hurt to learn others.
right. So we're gonna gloss over this. And
You're not
and
offended?
What?
They're not gonna let you learn?
I mean, to each their own. They got their secrets. I'm sure Corellan's followers have his.
so he didn't really want to delve too much into it. It was much more of a members only thing. I have somehow managed to luck out with them considering Thor, god of storms, to be part of the collective. So I have a appointment to learn more about said ceremony later today. And as far as I know, I am the only one who will be allowed to, as a follower of Thor. Which they didn't bring up sacrifice.
But they didn't, like, deny it.
No, they did not. And I think when he was talking, I think you, Solomon, I could tell in a tone a bit that you don't fully believe everything he says.
Like, not at all.
I mean, like I said, people have their different secrets and their different beliefs and ideals, and we gotta respect that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Once again, sacrifice, not a big fan of, but this isn't our town. This isn't our community.
Yes, but like,
Ain't your God about balance?
and if what they're doing is against the balance, then I gotta
Well, how do you
fix
know
it.
if it's against the balance?
Well, I
I'm
guess the
gonna
question
ask
is,
the mace later.
You talk to your mace?
you talk to Squidge.
Yeah, true. Squidge isn't mace, though.
No.
He's
His
fake.
mace is better than Squidge.
Oh, goodness
Oh,
gracious.
oh, don't let Squidge hear that.
Anyway,
No,
You hear, you hear underneath your hat.
anyway.
He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it.
Anyway, well, we are here to learn, because this is where if there is sacrifice, if it's someone who's willing to be sacrificed, that is something that I don't think we should put ourselves into at all.
I agree with you.
If it's against said will, maybe. But that's a maybe. But this is again why I am going to meet the father via his son, brother. Religion's weird, guys.
Son, brother.
It's the father's son.
I knew a family like that in the Deep West.
Immediately, Solomon goes, "No,
I'm aware that it's not his
brother.
I know it's his position.
No, that's like his name. I picked it up when I was. I don't know. I from what I get, from what I was able to tell, that's his name.
Fine. Father and brother. Brother's gonna meet with me, and he's gonna scout me to father.
Father is the title.
Yes.
That's his title, but brother's his name.
Wait, so father's brother? Oh man, I'm getting all shades of confused.
Either way, I will be.
Anyway, you and your new friend.
I'm gonna go learn more about said ceremony, and we will go from there.
All right. Well, my job
Your
is
job.
I'm gonna go look for Mayor Mayfire and talk to him about an old friend of his who was nice enough to offer me a deal on a couple of her scrolls.
Oh, you bought some scrolls?
You spent all that money.
You did what?
I mean, magic ain't cheap,
It's
man.
gone. 100 iced.
It's not cheap. I gotta keep filling up my spell book.
That is like
That's
supplies for a
that's
whole
like some of the
team.
most gold we've had.
I mean, I asked you if you needed anything, and you said no, so I had to spend it on spells.
Lear's playing devil advocate. Yeah, I mean that's technically right.
Yes, but I was also relying on you to, I don't know, buy yourself more than 2 scrolls.
I mean, that magic's gonna come in handy someday.
From what I understand about wizards, that's forever.
That's
You
kind
do
of my
have
life.
the stuff
man.
to be able to take that down, right?
What, like ink and
Yes.
quills and
Fine
a
ink
book?
and the
Yeah.
magical paper.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's all right.
you're sure?
Sure.
Oh God.
I mean, maybe I need to pick some of that up too.
With what money? Because
I
from
mean,
what
I
I
still got
understand,
5 gold left over. Now, hang on.
Are you gonna buy a piece of scrap paper?
You know what? You let me worry about that. I've been doing this long enough.
Apparently not long enough. Leo's gonna be like, all right, so you have to go alone,
yes. Unless,
somebody goes with him.
oh, as in to take.
You want me to send Squidge with him?
Yeah.
Squidge ain't worship no god.
No, but if we claim
Leo's just
that
gonna
he is,
deadpan off into space. I mean, the face she's showing is like, am I being tested?
if Squidge were to accompany me as a pet, you could monitor.
Check
Squidge.
in or have Squidge go around the building.
Chet will take off his hat and pull Squidge out. I don't know, man. What do you think?
You gonna speak telepathically with him? I gotta think of a voice for Squidge. Got it.
Almighty shit! I am Squidge!
No.
Bow before my rattling power!
You gotta add a lisp to it though.
Well, shucks, brother.
Oh,
If that's what you want to do, then that's what you can do.
It's so much worse.
Oh, my goodness. Well, if that's what you want, then that's what you'll get.
Oh boy. No, I mean, like, are you okay going with this fella here to go about some secret society of gods?
Well, as long as he doesn't squash me, then I'm fine.
You gonna squash Squidge?
Why would I squash Squidge? He's adorable.
You gonna squash me?
All right, you okay being a little snake, or you want to be something else? All right, snake it is. All right, now listen up. Squidge is very, very sensitive, and he really likes to be scratched right behind the head. Just a little scratch right there every once in a while. Make him your best friend.
Now, how big is Squidge in my hand?
Throw it under palm. He fills your palm.
Like, oh, yeah. Gotta be careful.
Now, Squidge, you said you'd be all right with this. Don't be giving him no sass.
Look at you.
Don't give me no sass. He's a good guy. Go on, give him a little
She's
scratch.
gonna just slither up your arm. gonna nestle like around in your beard.
Oh, okay. Scratch.
He's like tangled in.
That's fine.
Squeeze it. I'll get him out later.
That's fine. If he's comfortable.
You see him look at you.
I mean, if he is warm and comfortable, then.
As he rattles, it's like one like.
I mean, if he's warm and comfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna like scratch my 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah, I don't really grow a beard too well. Not full like yours. Comes in sort of patchy. That's why I just keep it short.
Well, I mean, I got nothing up here, so.
Yeah, that's true. I got a nice head full of hair.
Now that we're done with grooming tips, would you like to go check on the mayor?
I would love to. All right, where do we start? Do we just start asking people? Is there anybody around us?
You looked at the town. Was there anything important? And there are a few people. It's like, is there anything you saw that was important or big or weird?
I'm just gonna like start walking over towards the nearest person I can find.
Oh my god, this guy. Okay, you walk over. It's a younger acolyte.
Man, woman doesn't really matter. But
It's a small girl.
excuse me, young lady.
Yeah?
I was hoping you could help me out. Do you know where I could find the mayor?
Oh. Yeah, his house is up in the northwestern part of town.
Northwestern part of town. All right.
Big house. Big old manor.
Big house. All right. Can't miss it, I'm assuming. Stand out.
if you do, you're kind of, that's on you.
That's fair. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your
You're
kindness.
welcome. May saloon guide you.
Yeah, saloon guide you too.
She has a large moon on her shirt.
Moon's cool.
Right.
Right. Moon.
Is there? Do you want to take it, or are you going by yourself?
If anybody
Well,
wants,
can go.
anybody wants to come with me, you're welcome to. If not,
I'll follow.
I mean, we got time.
I'll say, what time is it about?
Like 1.
Oh, yeah, so I have like 4 more hours.
So as you walk, you see the town is fairly not bustling. As you walk from where you are to this northern part, you notice it's the houses are they're modest. They're not huge, but they are nicer and more well adorned and with nicer stone and various fences and gates that guard through things. The stone is mostly like a sandstone based on like craggy areas, so it's interesting looking stone, especially with the area. Even though you're by the sea, the area around is still heavily like vegetated with like grass. There's not really a beach in this area. As you go across, you see there are trees lining the pathway, and the trees, it's still, you're on the southern end, so it's kind of a little bit warmer. So it's more temperate. We'll say it's probably like 65, 70 degrees. The trees are not getting rid of their leaves, but they're lush and green. And they kind of make, while you're walking over along this pathway, the trees kind of form a tunnel with their branches overlapping. You see kids playing in the road, and they're all wearing nicer clothes.
have I lost my mental connection?
At this point, when you walk this far, yes.
Okay. We'll just keep going then.
As you continue to walk, you see an area that has large beds of flowers out front, in front of this nice, probably about 6 foot tall stone wall connected to 2 large gates, iron wrought gates that are not in the worst of shape, but not in the best of shape. They haven't been cleaned of rust in a while. These flowers are of various colors and sizes. They're being kept, but not regularly. So there are a few weeds and in bits, and as you walk closer, you feel a warm breeze caress your faces. As you walk up, and it says the mayor's manor.
Wonder if that's it. I'm just kidding.
Leon's gonna walk up and just like,
I can read.
can you?
I mean, wizard.
Can you read the signs?
I mean, wizard.
Can you read the room?
Not very well.
Figured.
Well, the room doesn't have how many words on
I
it.
mean, we're not really in a room, but if we were. I still couldn't read it.
Solomon is just like, the sass on you guys.
You're one to talk.
What?
I didn't say nothing.
I know sometimes it's bananas.
Do it.
That was good.
Solomon is gonna look at you and be like, I'm gonna remember that.
I know, and there's a storm a coming. Get it? Everybody gets a punch.
He's gonna walk up and just push the gate open. Well, like after you.
All right.
So you walk in. As you walk in, you see about 3 individuals wearing not dirty clothes, but they are really worker clothes. They're tending to some trees. They're pruning. They're shaping some hedges. So you walk in. This is about an acre in front of this house.
Okay.
That roughly an acre, not fully, but like pretty much an acre in front of this house of nice, like a garden, and not like a full hedge maze, but like a little hedgy like area with the various sculpted hedges, and these are all tritons working.
Wow.
One walks over, a more elderly female triton. How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. My name's Chester Chet Boone Harley. I'm here to see Mayor Mayfire.
Well, the mayor's a little bit under the weather, but if there's anything I can help you with.
Under the weather, he feeling sick? Maybe we can help.
What? Roll persuasion. She is wearing a more maid outfit.
It's only 5.
I don't believe it's best to go and see him currently.
Oh, but ma'am, it's always the best time to look at someone under the weather.
What are you doing?
Persuading her so we can get
Oh.
in.
No. I thought you were
He's like,
casting
wait
a
a minute.
spell.
No.
Alter memories. You ordered us. We are here for more helping.
That's gonna get you in big trouble.
Yeah.
Because when that fails, they know.
Yeah.
So roll persuasion.
That's a
That's
natural
20.
20.
Well, way to go. He goes, well, I can understand. Come with me. My name is Lorraine. I have been the master's caretaker for many years.
Lorraine, that's a beautiful name. Thank you so much.
You want to blush a little bit? Thank you.
I want every character to be named after hurricanes in the staff.
Oh my gosh.
Katrina.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was a
We're like
hurricane.
Hurricane Tortilla.
I take away the inspiration.
No, you can't find.
No. So you walk in. The manor is filled with ocean iconography. A vast array of like seashells and various skeletal structures of fish. There's fish tanks everywhere. There's stuffed fish. There's different pearls and jewels of the sea and all throughout. If you think of like a lavish seaside villa, this is it.
This place is cool.
The family has been here since the town was started. They actually were the first home to settle and fish the sea and made this town what it is. So, of course, they elected my boy mayor. He deserves it. He's earned it. Well, right this way.
And she'll lead you up 2 flights. And as you go up, you see a large vertical fish tank. It goes up the entire 3-story house.
Dope.
So it's circular, and it's kind of like a central column where fish, swim up and down and go around. The feed, you look around, you see there is a part closer where the attic would be, where you can imagine that's where they'd feed them, on the top. If you look inside, you're actually a triton on the inside, feeding fish and cleaning things. You get to a large door, and on the front of it is a large nautilus, a symbol of a nautilus shell. It's more blue and silver adornment. The wood on the door is dyed blue. Well, Master Mayfire, you'll have visitors. Go away. They say they can help. Just give them a chance, please.
They call me pretty.
She begins to open the door. You see he's over by a fire, wrapped up.
You cold, partner?
Always.
I assume Solomon can would possibly want to do like a medicine check.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna roll. And while he does that, I'm gonna do detect magic.
Dirty 20.
He is not good. He is pretty bad, and he is with various schools of magic, enchantment, a little bit of conjuration, a little bit of illusion, a little bit of necrotic. As the room is pretty dark, the shades are drawn. There's only a little bit of there's a fire going, and as you walk up to his face, which is shrouded in the dancing orange embers, you look to see as if barnacles and other sea life are beginning to take his face.
Well.
He puts up his hood. Don't look at me.
It's all right, partner. We're here to try to help you.
Who even are you?
Well, my name's Chester Chet Boone Harley, and
I don't know if our name has possibly reached you here in your town, but we are the Stormbreakers, or what is the current rendition of them.
I haven't heard of you. You're gonna take the town from me.
we don't want the town.
No, not at all.
We're just passing through, actually.
Why are you here in my house?
Well, I'm here because your nice lady friend asked me to check up on you because she was worried about you. Miss Terry?
Mystery.
Miss Turi.
Whatever.
Miss Turi?
Yeah, she's real worried about you. She wants to know why you haven't been along for the games the last few weeks.
This is why, and he'll take it off, and his hair is gone. He's like, not like gone as in like shaved bald, gone as in like the hair has fallen out and it looks like it's scabbing over. And the barnacles and things, various forms of life are taking over. This is why.
Does the guy look like the cursed pirates when the pirates
Kind
are
of.
being...
That's what I was about.
Would Chet,
Davy
having
Jones!
seen the schools of magic, would he recognize it possibly as a curse?
Roll me an Arcana.
It's only 12.
Man, that rolled the last second,
yeah.
too.
Nothing's clicking to you.
Well, you know, Miss Terry seems like she's rather knowledgeable of the arcane. Maybe she could help.
I can't let her see me like this.
But she's an old friend, right?
No one's allowed to see me like this. I haven't gone out in months.
Well, how about she comes here? That way you don't have to leave your house. You feel more comfortable.
I will not let her see me.
Question. You have a town full of clerics and other, I guess, Healy types. Have they not been utilized to help with some way?
I brought Father Reinhardt here and he couldn't help.
What did
Get out.
Well, what did he say?
He said that they don't know what's happening. That's why they've been upping the amount of prayers and things for the gods. This is a punishment. You're a wretched soul.
You're not a wretched soul, my friend.
No.
I mean, I don't know you, but you seem like you're just scared.
With the multiple personalities, can Solomon do an Arcana check as well?
Yeah.
That would be this next step from medicine to Arcana.
They're going to give advantage.
That is 19.
Hey, he cursed. He coursed.
He coursed. Hey, man.
Well, curse / there's something magical within. You can't tell if it's a magical curse that's been put into him or something else.
Yeah. I think there's some magical component here, man.
So no one has
Well,
identified.
yeah, there's a magical component, and I mean, I could if you give me a day, potentially identify. Actually,
You can
no, I
ritualize
can
that.
do it right now if you give me about 10 minutes. Give me about 10 minutes to try to help you out, friend. And I will ritual cast identify.
I banish him. No.
Excuse me, don't even joke like that.
Start combat, everyone.
You will. Yeah, okay. An entire villa of Tritons.
We're off to a great start.
We're not going to come to this town and kill people. I mean,
Kicking off
just
2020 strong, guys.
An episode of you guys doing, last session and now this.
Invisibility.
You identify. You can't get a fix on what. It's something within him, but you can't get a fix on what.
You said it's something within him. Is it an item? I wouldn't be able to identify if it was an item or not.
You have to be able to touch the item. Touching him, you can find out something that's within his core.
Okay, so while we're trying to figure that out, can I calm emotion him?
Sure.
Would that work though?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to cast calm emotion.
Wisdom save?
It is a charisma save.
Wisdom save.
17.
Fifth level dispel
He
magic.
fails.
He's
You
charmed.
try it?
I don't know spells well enough to know if that's actually something that even remotely.
You can try.
Okay, sir.
Let me see how it even works. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within any range. And spell a third level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of fourth level or higher, the target must make an ability check using the spellcaster ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell level on a successful check on spell.
So you roll and you do a +9 if you were gonna cast it.
I mean, I guess Solomon would be like, I could try to dispel magic if it would help.
Give it a shot.
So calm emotions work, so he's a little bit calmer.
Okay.
He is. Every so often, you guys hear, filth, liar, fiend.
Yeah, I guess he'll do dispel magic. Oof, that's only a 13.
You see some of the barnacles recede, but then come back.
Okay, so there is some spell.
I can try again. And see if I can do better, because it seemed to do something.
Just
Look, please let me get your friend, Miss Terry.
roll persuasion.
Come on, don't fail me now. I said,
If I
don't
hasten-
fail me now. That's 4.
If I hastened your dispel magic, would that work?
Haste,
Or
no.
help?
No.
Just making him have go powers. No one. Just get out. Yes, leave. Leave so you're alone.
See, that's what it wants, though. It wants us to leave.
I want you to leave.
I don't think so. I think you're just scared.
Wouldn't you be?
I would be. I would be very scared, but you know what? We're trying to help.
I don't even know where you are.
That's all right. You don't have to. Just know that we're friendly folks looking to help you.
He's gonna insight check that. He believes you. I don't know. This all started happening like a few months ago.
Anything in the town happened a few months ago? The arrival of a visitor, or...
Nope. Nothing.
Was it because of your parents?
Always wrong. Yeah, none of them know about this. So you're just asking, only Lyra knows. And she's like, it's a good point. The other three are just like,
It's alright, y'all could think I'm gifted like that.
I don't know. They went on expedition and then they never came back. It's your fault. You sent them.
I wouldn't listen to that. Whatever's in your head.
It's not in my head. It's me.
Well, don't listen to yourself. Listen to me. Your good buddy
I
Chet.
don't know you.
I'm your good buddy Chet. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna help.
He's as calm as he can be. After a minute, it's not going to be like that.
Look,
I'd
what
like
if
to
I
persuade him
what
to
if I
believe him.
show you that she's concerned about you? Then would you let?
How would you do that?
Well, I can pull a memory from my mind and let you see it.
What?
I have a spell that lets me pull a memory from my mind, and I can give it to you, and you can see it.
Can you grab a memory from someone else?
Technically,
Could you grab a memory from his?
technically, but I don't want to just take a memory from him. I would rather show him we're trying to help instead of
Fine.
scare the crap out
Show
of him.
me.
All right, I will use encode thoughts to pull the memory of talking to Miss Terry.
All right, I need you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, that's 14.
Okay. Good job. So you pass it along, and you've had this happen a few times during code thoughts. So you just, I mean, it's no spell, but sometimes it's like your brain's being taxed.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of like a minor, like a little bit of headache. He's like,
It's fine. Bring her so she can see your face.
I'm just gonna pull the little thought strand from my mind. I'm trying to figure out. Do I just like dispel it in front of him? I'm not sure.
for what?
I've never done this before. For encode thoughts.
What to do?
Sutate.
As you-
Putting a finger from your head, you pull a memory, an idea, or a message from your mind, transport it into a tangible string of glowing energy called a thought strand, which persists for the duration or until you cast the spell again. Appears in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you as a tiny, weightless, semi-solid object can be held and carried like a ribbon. If you cast a spell by concentrating on a spell or an ability that allows you to read or manipulate the thoughts of others, you can transform the thoughts or memories you read rather than your own into a thought
So
strand.
how does he get the thought into his brain?
Casting the spell while holding a thought strand allows you to instantly receive the message. So am I the only one then that can receive it?
I don't know.
Never done this before.
I mean, Code Thoughts is a new one.
I mean, if he
Never
if
played a wizard
that's
before.
see that. So it says casting the spell while holding a thought strand allows you to instantly receive whatever memory.
What level is it?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, so it is. Huh.
Like I'm curious, like if I had him hold the thought strand and then casted the spell, would that allow him to, or would it just be me?
Yeah, I think it's any bit if you give it to somebody.
Okay, so I'll give it to him.
Okay. So then you cast it.
Yeah.
That's when the save happened. He just stops. Fine.
All right. Well, look. I think that maybe one of us should go get her.
Maybe
And the
someone
rest
who's
of us-
already met her.
Yeah. So maybe me or Lyra can go get her, and you guys can stay here and maybe keep you company. And I've got some chili. You like chili? No. Okay. Not a chili fan. Got it. No worries.
Okay. As you walk and you leave and you're heading back, what are you guys talking to him about? As he's just sitting there by the fire as it crackles and pops.
I'm just gonna kind of keep him company.
By doing...
I'll sing to him.
Roll performance.
We are here to help. Helping is
Better
what
than-
we do.
Better than cows.
I am cow.
14.
It's decent enough. I mean, it's not the best show in the world, but it's not the worst. You carry a nice tune, nice melody. He seems to be looking at you, and every so often you catch like his face return to a more somber face, and sometimes the barnacle-covered side like glares and like winces in pain.
I'll just wink at it.
While you're walking, you feel a pain on your hand. As you look down, you see a barnacle start to appear on your fingertip.
But that can't be good.
Oh no.
Well, damn.
Did she touch him?
Technically,
He
no.
did.
He did not. I need to actually check something because I might have to have you roll one, Miranda.
I was within 5 feet of him.
You made him smile.
Oh no.
Not quite.
It's like the weirdest STD ever.
I didn't touch him.
I got-
Chat would be real disappointed by that bargain.
I got crabs. I got barnacles.
So long as tentacles come out of it.
No. That's all I gotta say. Oh
That's
yeah,
how
you
you
need
get
to roll. Con save.
Okay, fine.
You get a +8.
I
What are you
know.
complaining about?
I knew it. 13.
Yeah,
Remembered
she
I
rolled
had
a 5.
inspiration.
I rolled I rolled a 5.
You could have done yours. but you
I
didn't.
know, I forgot. my inspiration.
Around this time, you also the barnacle appears on your tip of your finger.
Do you share
Okay.
that with anyone? Or
Hey
do
guys, it's contagious.
You tell me what?
And he's just gonna bolt from the room.
Oh, God, you
No, I didn't. Oh.
He's gone.
All right. I was.
Hey guys, it's contagious. It's probably not the best thing to say.
Is there sacrifices? It's contagious.
Wow, for the charismatic character, dang.
It's all beauty.
It's like cow.
It's all beauty,
Yeah.
no
Okay,
brains.
I'm gonna chase after him.
This entire staff are like, young lord! And they're all chasing as well.
How quick is he?
He's moving at a decent speed, the usual.
Well, I mean, like,
The usual 30 foot.
okay, so Soren can try and get in front. But
You're in a hallway, so you can't really push past.
How tall is the hallway?
Are you gonna jump over?
I'm checking to see the height of the hallway before I do that.
Yes,
You're
it's
probably
about
going down like
a
this.
15-foot hallway, like top to
tall.
bottom.
So I could just clear him and let him
boy.
in front.
Technically, yes. Roll
It's
for it.
What would that be? Acrobatics.
Athletics.
He's gonna acrobatics and athletics.
Oof, that is 12.
You jump and you're so used to being able to go woof. You go like, boom, boom.
But do I land in front of him?
No, you land behind him, just like sprawled out on the ground. In fact, we're gonna roll an acrobatics and I get
You
hit.
gotta get over.
Okay.
Oh, man.
At least I've got a bonus for that. A 6.
All our rolls have just gone to shit.
Started out well.
Do I take
And-
damage?
Technically, you will take 3 points of bludgeoning from Soren landing on you.
No. He lands on top of me.
Yes.
Get off!
So
Solomon's just like, all right, bye guys.
Solomon's gonna keep running and be like, oh heck.
Get him!
He's gonna cast Hold Person.
I was gonna say,
Oh!
duh.
Soren ain't got that. Soren's got chase and
I
grab.
have
saying
one
done
He
person.
succeeds. So the whole person does not attach. And Solomon's got to make a con save.
Oh no.
What level of one person did he
This
do?
is how the DM TPKs the
He
party.
just did the regular level. Like 3rd level, I do believe. Or 2nd level. Yeah, he
Yeah,
failed.
it starts from 2nd level.
So he tried to 2nd level. Also fails. Liren is going to be like,
Pop!
She can't do that inside because it requires earth.
What is flooring but different kind of earth?
She's like, I got nothing. She's just gonna chase
How
after.
far away am I from him?
Oh, with landing and you guys like and getting off, he's probably heading downstairs at this point.
How far?
How far? Probably like 60 feet.
Okay,
He's
I'd
also-
like to cast Hold Person.
Okay, he's gonna roll a save.
Obviously.
What's the save? Oh no, he fails.
Wisdom 17.
Yeah, he fails.
Alright, yes.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
He explodes.
You catch him when he's in a position with one foot down and the other foot down, not halfway in the steps when you
Not-
just go. Didn't think about that now, did you?
He's on stairs.
He's on stairs, so you're gonna be like, whole person.
Would have been hilarious.
He's like he's stuck in the position, just doom doom doom. It's like we throw like an action figure down the stairs.
Ow. Just a whole bunch of bludgeoning.
Okay, and then I'd like to reach him and cast Calm Emotions while trying to persuade him I mentioned no
Okay,
defense.
roll him a con save. He's calm. Actually, no, he's kind of resistant. Still calm. Roll
Okay,
a
and
con
then I'd
save.
like to persuade him.
Well, first roll your con
Sorry,
save.
hold on. 6 plus 8, 14.
Because you're like, that's easy. He's like right there. You have a +8 too.
I know.
You have a 50-50 shot of crushing everything. So when you cast Calm Emotions, you feel a bit of a flick in your head, and the barnacle covers up your fingernail.
Oh.
But he's calm.
So I'm going to assume the more we cast magic on him, the more it affects us. But I'd like to persuade him that I meant him no offense and try not to run away again. Let's go back to the fireplace where you're all warm and cozy.
Knock me down.
Will you come back to the room? Okay, I'll put him down.
You drop it. Pulls up his cloak so other people can't see it. I want to go to the kitchen.
Alright, let's go to the kitchen.
Oh, what's chili?
I'm gonna grab his arm though, like just kind of hook my arm around him and go with him. Not squeezing, just like go.
I know he doesn't like it though. He's like, "Ugh." So you go downstairs.
I've never had to chase after someone like this.
Okay.
Well, I guess that means that it isn't just physical contact, though. It definitely seems that only magic has affected it.
Yeah, and you get to Miss Therese.
Chet's just gonna run and be like, he's like out of breath. Miss Terry! Miss Terry! Miss Terry! You hear?
What?
Yeah.
Can you come with me? Look, your friend needs some help, man.
All the urgency. Like,
Where?
So your friend may or may fire. I think he's got some sort of affliction. I don't think I can stop it. It's probably even starting to
She
affect
grabs
me.
her coat, throws the other scroll at you.
Thanks.
She's just only 25 feet of movement, but she's dashing.
I will
Follow her.
haste us both.
You're gonna haste?
Yeah.
You're gonna haste
I'm
both?
gonna haste us both.
You're gonna cast it at what, 5th level?
I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Third level does 2?
I can spend 2 3rd levels. So
Haste is concentration.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, it
You wanna
is.
do one? It's like, I don't think you can haste that.
Oh, never mind then.
just both of you, like,
You keep phase with her, you leave her.
I'll keep haste.
Okay. As you sit, The rain comes over with some tea for everyone.
Here you go. Enjoy. It's a family specialty.
Oh, thank you.
Made with sea kelp.
Huh.
Solomon's like, oh. After a few moments, he's calm. The calm emotion wears off, and he's relaxed. As you run back up to, after like 10 minutes, you run back up to the song, and then all this happens. So this happened not too long after. So you run back up with her.
Okay. As we're running up, I'll try to explain the situation to her.
That damn family curse.
I'll like show her my pingy.
Oh. So I'm sorry for your family's loss.
And she's gonna keep running.
Sorry for my family's loss. What?
You're dead. Well, time to roll a new character.
You get back. She,
Where is he?
in the rain.
He's in the kitchen.
Now he's a little sensitive about this.
Opens the door. My love.
My arm's still hooked around. Oh,
Oh, love. Goes over to it's like Solomon or sort of. No, totally over here now, guys. Yeah, totally.
Smooth as butter. Curdled butter.
Smooth as rocky road.
As she runs over, she goes,
Didn't you come to me sooner? I didn't want you to worry. I don't deserve the love.
oh, it's okay. She'll like kiss him on the forehead.
that's sweet.
We're gonna get through this together.
What's Chet doing?
You know what this is?
She'll stop and like caress his face one last time.
A curse.
We figured
There's
that.
only been a rumor. You say his family has been cursed through the generations, but they've been fighting it off since they many years ago started to do the rituals to the ocean.
I see.
It afflicts at apparent randomness. Those afflicted soon become deranged and drive themselves into the sea to become part of the ecosystem.
So when his parents left, they went out to the sea.
They weren't afflicted, if that's what you're assuming.
I mean, you sure?
They did go. They went to the family's trove.
But they're still doing the rituals here in this town.
Mm-hmm.
So what changed? His parents left.
They didn't
He
come
started.
back.
He started doing this.
Did the rituals itself change? Like the actual act of the ritual?
She'll get distant. Yes.
What changed about the ritual? Because if we know anything about magic, changing even an aspect of a ritual or a spell or anything like that could cause a great change into what the outcome is. I mean, you change one component of a spell, it becomes a whole different spell.
How did you get so spell learned?
Leon's gonna go, what? Have you been reading my notes?
No, I mean, it works like a recipe. You change one ingredient and it becomes a different thing.
Kind of.
Yeah, you take the chilies out of chili and you put, broth in it. It's a stew.
I mean, you don't actually have
Dumb
to
brain
put
had
chili
become
in
big
chili.
brain.
You know what I mean.
I guess. Anyway, continue.
She looks over at him.
They started to release. I can't talk about it. They find out, I'll be next.
Somebody's got to talk about it if we want to fix anything.
Detect thoughts.
Roll for it. Well, actually, no, they do a save, right? Wisdom save?
It is a. Yes. It's
Wisdom
a
17.
Wisdom save. Oh, Where is the detect thought? So it's just
Doesn't matter.
wisdom
She
saving.
succeeds.
Yeah.
She looks.
So she's fighting against the detect thoughts?
Yes.
Okay.
She realizes. She goes.
Don't do that.
Well, you won't
For
have
your
to-
own protection. If they know that you know,
Look,
I'll just modify
we.
the memory.
It's either
Do
that or
I
I'm going to
notice-
find out at 5 o'clock when I go talk to Father.
you'll find out their truth.
Right. And if we're not liking their truth, I'd like to hear your truth.
I can't-
Write it down. You don't have to say it. I
refuse.
can already tell that.
I won't be pulled away from him.
Well, I'm not asking you to go anywhere. I'm just
You
looking for information.
Bastard.
And she'll walk over and punch him in the side.
Because we already seem to have one person who's already affected with Miss Barnacle Finger here.
Wait,
2.
two.
Oh,
Solomon. 3.
son of-
Magic effects.
Thank
Look.
God I'm a barbarian.
Listen, I know you want to
One
protect
thing.
yourself and you want to protect your very close friend.
But how are we to help him?
Exactly. We can't help either one of you without you
I
helping
can't
us.
spend the rest of our lives together if they take me away for blasphemy.
Well,
They
he
won't,
would
nobody
be
here is going to tell them you told us anything.
I'm
We'll just say
defense
we figured it out
against
on our
psychic.
I'm not for it.
And she's gonna dart around the room. Like, look, her eyes are gonna shift around.
Just thank you for what you've done. Hopefully you can find a way to release yourselves from the curse. But I need to stay with him.
All right, time to chop off your fingers, guys. What's
That
that?
won't help.
Not going to help, huh? Alright, well, it looks like our only chance is for you to go find out what's going on.
That's if it's connected.
You still have a few hours. The rain knocks over.
I think it's best if you leave now.
Yeah, that's what
We'll call for you if something else happens. May Eardro guide you.
She walks you out the front.
Alright, I guess.
Well, that was annoying.
Do we just hide on the boat?
Yeah, I guess we just hang out there until we find something that'll help us.
At this point, the various individuals the clerics and things have made their way up north around, and they're continuing the ritual, and you see Brother out front doing his. He takes a moment, looks at you. Waves his censer in front of the gate. And continues to walk.
I'm gonna have to kill that man, aren't I?
Solomon goes, "What
He
in
knows
the
my speech is
hell? What? Why?"
He's gonna look at Solomon and be like, "You know why? It's the way it always goes."
Because you don't like him?
No, I don't know him well enough to like him or not.
So you can't kill him because you don't like him.
I didn't say I'm
There
going to do
you
it
go.
immediately.
It was like, that's how it's coming off.
Just knowing how these things seem to happen.
And goes, "It's a good thing I don't have anything spells for him. That would have been bad. I'm made of what? That would have eaten me."
I can potentially try to slow things down if I can get some rest and take a look at my spell book.
I mean, Solomon's attempt had some effect. I mean, maybe if he tried again, maybe concentrating
Yeah, I just
a bit
gotta
more.
prepare some stuff.
Well,
Back to
You-
the boat.
Back to the
guys
boat.
head back to the boat. And on the way back, you're walking past the different. If you're getting straight down, as you turn the corner around to head just pretty much almost straight down, you see a large building in the northwestern corner that appears to be a temple. There seems to be a cathedral. You saw the cathedral, which is larger. This appears to be a large, but not as large as the cathedral temple.
Any specific?
Not that you can see on the outside. It appears to be. It does have statues of mermaids and merfolk on the outside, and there's steps going up.
I thought you said merbabies, and I was
No.
like, what? I was like cherubs, but
Merbabies. Merbabies.
I want to go in.
Shit'll follow her.
You gonna walk on in?
you guys are really counting on being able to get into these places.
I mean, just take a look.
Investigate a bit.
As you walk up, it is unguarded. There is no door. It is an open, large columns that have the adornment of it looks like an aquatic scene carved into the stone of this temple. Each column has seaweed along the bottom with different etchings of fish. As you walk in, there's no light. It is dark. There's no windows.
Can I see with my dark vision?
Yes, and also the Lyran's going to cast the
Lyran, do
anti-glaze.
the thing.
They're just going to go bloop, 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 bloop. So the four globules around. You look around, and there are large mosaics of mer people coming out of the ocean and walking, and it looks to appear to two people roll me intelligence. Actually, everyone roll intelligence.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Save.
Solomon got a natural 1. No, just an intelligence check. Solomon got a natural 1. Lyran got a 19 plus
I
5.
got a natural 1.
Nothing's looking for you.
Natural 20.
11.
So we got 2 natural 1s, above a 20, and a natural 20 and 11.
So we're
I was thinking of all the
we're
things
doing
intelligence,
pretty good.
really? A natural
Yeah,
20.
so 3 of you aren't really getting anything. The only 2 who are getting anything are Lyran and Soren. Soren, you studied the sea, even though you weren't really there. Any place you studied around.
It's part of the culture is
Yeah.
sailing and
This
sea.
looks to be the original aquatic people coming onto land, and the depiction of that bridge between the ocean and the land becoming a unified people, like Tritons.
This makes me wonder if there's things going on because there is now a divide between those two.
What? Leon's going to share that information with everyone.
Well, think about it. If this is a dedication to the joining of the sea and the land, and you have the people like the Tritons and the ebb and flow, like the tide of the sea and the land, if there was something to create, well, as Solomon would say, imbalance, then that would be a powerful magic that would retaliate. Whether it is actually the merfolk, if they are here and around, or, for lack of a better term, the gods of the sea. For all we know, their names are being taken in vain, or being used improperly to push a different agenda. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen gods bastardized by followers.
Could it have anything to do with the fact that they had 3 evil gods in there?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, the sea can be seen as both as good and evil, depending on who is on the boat.
Yeah, but not everybody's about balance.
True. There are those who are going to want...
The best people are.
I'm just saying, there's different, they're good, evil,
You're
lawful, not lawful,
Right,
neutral.
you're
There's
going to have the gods that want the sea to swallow the entirety of everything, and you're going to have ones that want the balance, and you're going to want...
and then you're gonna want the gods that just want to party underwater.
You're not wrong.
I mean, like, from what I can see, they're worshipping all of them kind of balances it.
Okay, so
There's
but the
that,
thing
yes.
is what if these gods aren't about balance?
I'm just saying that may be something that the imbalance of the land and the sea could be a powerful magic that could be retaliated.
You got a god, and
You are correct.
you got a god, and I got a god.
You ever talk to him?
I mean, not really. But could it hurt to maybe try? I mean, he's never
I
really
mean,
talked to me, but
We need to wait a few hours. Yeah, then, like, I can.
I figured I would, when in the presence of the temple, might be a little bit more of a focal point, seeing how Thor is accepted in this area.
That's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't be out of place calling to Thor.
Isn't this a focal point?
You know, you're not wrong.
You could give it a shot.
You're absolutely.
Would you like some privacy? I mean, I think.
Larry's gonna go, nah, he does it all the time, doesn't matter as well.
I mean, why would I be?
I'm gonna like take notes if you're okay with that.
Okay.
Larry's gonna let you go.
What?
Nothing.
What kind of ground is in here? Is it like?
It is a beautiful tile.
Okay.
The entire, and when you look down without a light, you actually notice that it is a depiction of an ocean wave. The colored wave is from the deep dark blue, and it turns into a wave that goes into a more sandy color closer to the back of the temple, and where, upon looking at it and everything, the eye is drawn, you see in the back a large Leviathan, a mosaic, right behind where the altar is. You know, nice mosaic is a large Leviathan. Leviathan can mean a bunch of things for anyone.
Yeah, that could be a number of
It
things.
can mean one with tentacles, it can mean a large fish, it can mean an abomination.
It-
This one is a large fish.
Okay, large fish. Okay, so it's not a serpent Leviathan.
Not that one.
No. Just
There are many versions of Leviathans.
Alright, so Soren's gonna find the area that looks more like a sandy area and sit down facing where like the ocean tiles start to come out. Like facing it, like he's sitting on a beach looking at the ocean, and he's gonna sit, do the symbol for Thor, close his eyes, clutches his pendants.
Roll me with advantage.
Ooh.
While he does the symbol for Thor, chat's gonna be like, symbol for Corellin. Alright.
And they're gonna be like, that's Thor's.
Right, but if he does Thor's, I do Corellin.
What's Corellin's?
I don't know. This. Hold up my chili bag.
What'd you get?
I got a 19.
Nice. So, you are pulled onto a beach you're familiar with.
One next to Idrisil.
Yep. Still there.
As it's a tree.
Which god are you calling out to?
At the moment, Thor. Seeing how he is the one that's most recognized as far as familiar with this area. So I don't think I can contact the Jotuns, technically.
You can try and contact anyone in your pantheon.
Yeah, but Thor's...
You're just closest to one.
Thor is my buddy.
And you see you look to your right, and he's sitting there with a large glass. It's a barrel he put
Handle on.
He's like, "Oh there, brother."
Hello, Thor. Thank you for meeting me. Here at Idrisil, the tree has seemed to be calling to me quite often nowadays.
I figured you would have gotten the hint by now, but I can't force your hand.
No, I mean, even Loki tried to play a hand in that.
What can I do, fair Odin's son?
I am in a town that seems to be distraught with a magic, or I should say a curse, that has plagued it for many years. Is a land that seems to have been founded on possibly the mer people of the ocean breaching the water to the land.
Yes.
And trying to make a connection to land where all the gods of the sea and the ocean and the water are seemingly being worshipped and, oddly enough, possibly but not confirmed, sacrificed for both gods of balance as well as much more, it seems, chaotic, or as some would call evil.
Well, as you know, none of the gods here accept sacrifices as that. That is
Yes.
horrific.
Yes. And again, none of that's been confirmed, but it's been highly suspicious. But there is definitely something afoot that is plaguing this town, as well as it has reached my clan, with a few of my members now being cursed with seemingly that of which of barnacles beginning to grow apart their.
The sea is reclaiming them.
And that was a suspicion I had as far as the imbalance possibly of
Well, all I must say is this. Few gods would dare take such offense to being sacrificed for if they're going to be evil. They wouldn't take fury upon those sacrificing. Also, your friend, the half-aquatic one, should be wary.
That's right, you're half aquatic.
Yeah.
I keep thinking you're half drow.
I believe you should strike now, if you plan to. I don't know what else guidance I can give you. This is out of my realm of knowledge. I know Aegir would never do this.
No, I fear not. He has usually been seen as friends of a friend of the gods, often throwing his wonderful parties. I did not fear it was. They've accepted me as someone to learn more for my partnership with you, because they see you as a part of the ocean, as a storm they see as part of.
I don't know if I like that.
I know we're not ones for encroaching on other people's areas. There's a reason you're a
Well,
storm.
I don't like the fact that there's...
I mean, this whole town in general,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't want to be a part of that.
No. And
But-
I wouldn't want you either. But so far, that is the only in I have with learning more of what's going on. But from what it sounds like, there is an imbalance, and the sea is trying to claim what it feels it has been taken from.
Well, dig deep and beat the truth out if you must. That's all I can give you. Farewell, Odin-san.
Farewell.
As that happened, the tile mosaics all glowed and went in a wave towards him. And then as he woke up, they went away. Yeah, it's normal.
Did he talk to you?
I don't recall saying that, so I'm in shock as well.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just saying Lyran goes, that's normal. She's seen Thor show up.
Yes, she's seen Thor come down from the heavens and went like, ah, bitches, and like
So
kill a
this
bunch
is,
of goblins.
she is not impressed.
And she's like, yeah. Like, well, Thor says hi.
You talked to Thor?
On a regular basis.
What?
He showed up once. He saved our lives.
He did.
Almost makes me want or wish I had a god.
Well, let me tell you about a good guy
Not
named
right
Thor.
now.
Okay.
Wait.
Lyran,
Maybe Frigga?
Solomon,
Or Freya?
Solomon goes, Paylor.
Wait. Thor talked back to you?
Yes.
What did he
I've
say?
met Paylor.
You met Paylor?
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Say how else.
I don't know what you're doing, wrong, but I can teach you.
Oh, no. Corellin's too busy to deal with a little human like me.
I'm
I'm just saying, I think it's really cool that they talk back.
I think in some of our cases with our positions, we are much more. Some of us have been, and not to say you're not, but we have been chosen almost as champions on a quest, possibly that tends to have a little bit more.
Have you
conversation?
tried casting a spell when you talk to him?
I mean, I could try. Usually I just talk to him.
Well, now you have a bag of chili that has his seal that has magically appeared on it. Maybe that is a focal point, like my pendants.
Maybe I just need to eat chili.
Or that too. Like, eat chili while you pray.
Anyway, that's cool. What'd he say? Getting off topic here.
Well, he is not happy with being associated with this town, which may or may not have sacrifices. He has said that if there are gods of balance and good, they would not be happy about having sacrifices.
I can't imagine they would be. What we have not
No.
confirmed is whether or not there are in fact
Correct.
sacrifices.
But it definitely seems like there is an imbalance, and the sea is trying to reclaim with certain people, as in the barnacles growing upon you seem to be the ocean trying to reclaim what it feels is rightfully its.
But I'm not from the ocean.
No, but we are on the land, on a city that may
I'm
be...
from a ranch.
No, I believe it is... My theory would
People
be...
call that BFE.
So am I in
This
danger.
town is...
You're
Aquatic half elf.
Oh.
Yes, you should be wary. Thor has said that the elf
So
friend.
spoke about me?
Yes, he talks about many people.
As you touch your face like that, you realize it's gone up most of your fingers on that one hand. While the rest of you is just starting to encroach a little bit.
Yes, he said to be wary, especially for your case, and it seems.
All right, we need a game plan because this has got to stop.
Yeah, Thor was definitely on the idea of beating the truth out of people if necessary.
Leon goes, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So he's a punch first, talk later kind of guy. Got it.
He is Thor Odin's son.
You
He
want
is the god of
book on
thunder.
it?
I like books.
Don't you have something
Yeah,
about
but-
him? Liren looks at you.
I'm sure I do.
Can I read it later? Not
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Well, once we solve this mystery, hey, what was her name?
That's a good one.
I'll let you read all that you would like. So it seems like our best option right now is to find out more of what's going on, and I believe my trip into town and then trying to get answers, and then possibly, depending on what it is, this is the kind of stuff where I'm being like, I'm going to have to kill these people.
All right. Well, tell you what. How about the rest? We all go back to the ship. You go out and do your thing you got to do tonight. Meanwhile, I'll stay on the ship, try to see if I can slow down some of this barnacleness and see if maybe I can eat some chili and Corrallin can tell me some stuff too.
There.
I mean, that'd be
Ain't gonna
first
hurt.
time for everything.
Not going to hurt.
And then at twilight, you can see what Paylor thinks. Or your
Oh, the mace.
mace. Mace lord.
It rattles.
Your mace
That's
lord.
new.
Your pay mace. Your pace.
Calling
Mace
it,
Lord.
calling
Mace
it
Lord.
the mace is fine. It's the mace of the twilight. Okay.
Matt.
Matt. Mar.
Immediately he goes, you said I can name it. His name is Matt. That's a point.
All right. So Solomon and Matt will have a conversation, and then you go do your thing. And if
I got Squidge.
well, it's I can only see through him within a certain amount of space. So maybe I should go too. But then I can't slow down that.
Well, I mean, it's what? You have to be within a mile of me?
Yeah, I think it's a little closer than that.
Well,
Can I stealthily detect salts? Or is it that something
they would
feel?
know if you failed.
So you can
Well, that's the
try, but
question.
if they
would you
if
be
they
stealth cast it, and if it fails, it
It's-
feel like
it's-
someone's
it's
casting
part of
it.
the
They
spell.
would know. They would know someone in a direction.
Right.
So you
They would know the
yourself.
individual because you're forcing your brain into them.
Okay, so they know exactly who did it. It's just if she was maybe stealth,
If she was hidden, they wouldn't know where. They would be like, "Oh, a half-elf woman's trying to get into my brain."
Just checking.
Why are you asking?
So, that's your game plan.
I mean, unless anyone else has a better course of action.
I like, and Solomon goes like, I kind of like being in here. It doesn't look like a lot of people come in here, so we want to like wait here.
I mean, I was just thinking back on the ship, we can kind of beat our own and keep an eye on the ship. I did lose my connection with it.
I kind of want to stealthily follow.
I would not recommend jeopardizing the mission of learning by stealthily trying to pursue me. Because the last thing I would want is for you to get caught. Because I have seen many stealthy people, much stealthier than you,
But maybe she
still
should go
get
back on
caught
the ship.
several times in one day.
If the ocean's trying to clean us, maybe we shouldn't be on the ship.
That's a
I'd
valid
like to
point.
stay on land.
I mean, there's plenty I assume to do here.
Liren goes, I can go to the ship. I'm not infected.
That's true.
Well, yeah, but then you'd just be you.
What's that
What?
supposed to mean?
Well, no, I just mean just you by yourself.
Trust me.
She
I
got
can
books.
handle whatever this podunk town has.
She got books.
All right.
I have this.
I'm gonna just give my little mouse to her. Just say take care of her.
Can like let her nestle into the hair. All right. Well, I'll go back to the ship and wait. If anything happens, I'll let you know. I can call you. Sorry, Jet.
It's alright.
For now, you guys wait here, I guess.
Alright.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Intrigue and mystery abound. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll be back next Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what's coming up this upcoming week?
Monday, display session on YouTube. Wednesday, detention. Thursday, Rover Bluff, and then playing again on Friday. And then Saturday, we have Vampire with Sam on the Vampire Masquerade on Junie Von Etch that she is going to put in the chat because she wants to make sure that if you're interested in watching more role-playing games and featuring vampires and Sam, go ahead and go there and show them support. As well as, remember, we set up a Discord. We're trying to continue to build our community up.
Community.
A community.
And we'll be posting that every so often with the link and everything. If you want to join, send us a message on Facebook, on our Facebook or Twitter, which should be connected in the description. So just go to one of those, send us a message, send us a tweet for the link, and we'll send you that link over so you can join in the party. Starting a community. Once again, thank you guys so much for being here. We're so thankful. And all you guys want to spend your time here with us, whether during a live stream or on YouTube. So until then, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.